All right, we're live.
Are we actually?
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Don't lie.
I don't see it. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
See
it should
Somebody told.
No one has
Am
said
I
it
waiting
either.
in the wrong video? Is that
No one
is
has
that what
ever
happened?
said it.
Why is it still happily never after? On my end.
It's not happening. You must be in the wrong one.
But
Live. We're
Someone's
live.
saying live, but I
We're
don't-
live.
I won't. Oh, nope.
Oh,
we
it's
are.
an ad. True. We're
I
live.
didn't get an ad.
Are we
Someone
live?
Gifted me a membership. Yeah.
I'm a member and I get ads.
You just are not me. So
gotcha.
that's how it is.
You're not me. You're not me.
We're also. It's weird because we're live in like 2 different places. It looks like.
Yeah, that's what it seems
Whoa.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One's
the old one.
Stop the old one then.
Stop the count.
Stop it.
We are live. On a serious note.
Okay. Well, as long as we're live here, that's really all that matters.
Yo, we're
I
going
love
back to
gambling
Honey Wah
decks.
Wah Wah again.
Oh, that
You're really
repeats
just messing
it
your
out
whole thing up.
I got that count, by the way. Just because.
Oh, did the alert box change?
It just went Honey Wah Wah Wah.
It did. Why
Yeah.
did I not change
Yeah,
it?
it
That's what Streamlabs always resets after a few
Yep. It
sessions.
does. I don't know why it does that either.
It's a horrible
Because
program.
Streamline sucks.
All right,
Yo,
we're going live.
guys.
Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another episode of Talkin' Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's. This is episode 84, a lesson in deck building. All of the fallout from the Epoch Uemu versus Mitsuko, and didn't bother to learn her name, Big Basketball Hoop Girl. I'm joined, should be a full team if Pete comes. We're unsure about Pete, but I am joined for now by Cal, Nick T. Dredge,
That's
here to
right.
break down everything. Episode 84 of Go Rush. How are you boys doing tonight?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling
Good.
very good. Genuinely.
I'm doing good as well.
Good. Dredge, how you doing?
I'm doing.
He's
Nice.
doing
He's
good.
doing.
Good. Dredge, we're happy to have you back, man.
Thank you. Happy to be back.
Also, Dill, before you even start anything, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
TTS is on. Do you want that on or no?
No, TTS shouldn't be on.
Because someone.
It said I love gambling decks, but it might not have sounded.
No, it's not that. It's just.
Oh, wasn't that?
Usually the TTS isn't on YouTube.
Yeah. It's off now. Sorry
Okay.
about that. And I don't know why we went back to Hani Wah 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 on the alert box, but that's Streamlabs for you.
That's Streamlabs for you.
It's having itself a day.
So yeah, before we get into the episode 84, a couple of quick things. We are officially less than 1 month away from Jump Festa,
That's
as the
actually
clock
crazy.
indicates. Yeah, we got that with like 250 days left. That clock, the countdown clock.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the fact that we are less than 30 days from
TikTok clock.
probably Yu-Gi-Oh! 9 being announced is crazy. Going to be a lot of fun. Cannot wait for it. Can't wait to be there with all of you guys. Hopefully, we will be live for it again. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I will, of course, keep you guys updated. That, of course, is due to my health and my recovery. But either way, Yu-Gi-Oh! 9 going to be a fantastic, fantastic time. And Jump Fest are going to be a fantastic time. Want to thank everybody who donated or super chatted in last week's episode. A huge thank you to Ice Aiden, Colin Cleaves, Tylor, Alex V, Thatman666, Natalie, Space Cowgirl, Brian Ford, Crystal Colden, C. Sanadvon, Ghost Girl's Bank Account, Solid Snack, Una the Resilient Soul, Not Barrett Letty, Rita, Una's Bank of Broken Hearts, and a special thank you to Matty and Angie, who both super chatted, donated very, very large amounts last week. To the two of you guys, two good friends of mine, thank you both so much. To everybody that donated and super chatted, thank you. You help out the channel massively. We probably only have maybe 2 or 3 more streams using these mics. I've been waiting for Black Friday to see if there's going to be any sales.
That's literally in 9 days.
Yes,
That's
correct.
crazy.
So I'm going to be ordering 5 Shure. I don't know if they'll be SM7B
For
mics,
sure,
but
dude.
very.
Yeah,
Maybe the step down, but it will be massive step up
Massive
from this,
step up, dude.
and the audio quality should be really, really good going forward. 5 mics, and again, purchases, upgrades like that only possible because of you, amazing people, and your generosity, and your tuning into this podcast. So, as always, thank you so much. Episode 84. Yeah. Who wants to start?
I think I could take the lead here and
I
say,
think you can.
Dill, you can start.
Okay.
I just want to chime in, by the way, and say it's so funny that when you're thanking the donators,
Yeah.
it specifically sounds like you're not thanking Barrett Letty when you say thanks
Not
to
Barrett
not Barrett
Letty.
Letty.
Not Barrett.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like,
Did
thank you
you-
to everyone, but not Barrett Letty.
We don't know if that
We
was
don't-
him, right?
The type of comment was definitely.
Oh
would've
yeah, that you
definitely
guys
come
could.
from him.
I was watching the stream, and the fact that I think someone said I could. One of you was like, "Oh, you could say that," and then I think the other one was like, "No,
Dylan
you
said-
cannot."
Dylan said, I think I could say
Yeah,
that.
and I
And
think
we
Cal
said,
and
no,
Nick,
Yeah.
the fact
no.
that Cal and Nick T, who if
I was on
you
the
guys
fence
saw
about
before the stream, these guys are animals.
Yeah.
But like for them to tell Dylan he can't say, I was like, this is not good.
Yeah,
This
so,
can't
well,
be
it's
good.
a class.
Guys are
It would be a classic Barrett hypothetical, but I don't know if it was Barrett, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, episode 84. Just did the watch along a couple hours for you guys. I'm sure some of you were there. My thoughts. I thought it was another okay to good episode. I didn't think it was anything mind blowing. It's kind of classic in Yu-Gi-Oh, and this is not, it's not Yu-Gi-Oh Go Rush only, where the last like minute of an episode is like the best part of an episode and advances the plot. Usually with Yu-Gi-Oh anime, the last minute and the first like minute advance the plot and the story more than the actual like middle part, because in the middle part they're dueling and the duel usually does not advance the overarching plot all that much. And that was the example in this episode. We had been waiting now for really 6 to 7 weeks for them to break out of the Kwai Duel space-time. They finally do. We know based on the preview we are getting a duel that we are, I'm sure, very, very excited about. At least I'm very excited about. Kwai Duel versus UDS. A duel that last week I said I did not think we were going to get. I really didn't. I did not think Kwai Duel was actually going to duel as himself. So what deck is he going to use? What archetype is he going to play? What is his connection, if any, specifically with UDS? We know how he feels about UDS, but is there a deeper connection, both of them being Valkyrian, of course, between them? I don't know. And that's going to be very, very exciting to see. But of course, that's all for next week. And as for this week, as for this episode, it was okay. It was all right. I will say this. I will say this. First time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime history, we got a 2v2 duel featuring 4 girl characters.
That's true.
Okay.
That has
I
never,
like that.
never
I did not know
happened
that.
before. Now, it took 7 shows and 85 episodes, but we've never had in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! A 2v2 duel featuring all girl characters. So that is super cool. So again, the studio does continue to do things in ways that we as Yu-Gi-Oh fans have never actually seen before, which I think is awesome. As for the duel itself, I'll be honest, out of these 4, the only character that I like and I enjoy is Yuumu. Mitsuko is okay. Mitsuko is okay.
Yeah.
But again, it's not really Mitsuko.
It was barely Mitsuko.
Because of that, the space time,
Yeah.
and that's kind of a flaw with the whole space time thing. You're seeing the characters that we all know, but it's not actually them until they break out of the space time. I thought it was interesting that Big Basketball Girl was the only character of this mini space time arc, because it seems like we've finally broken out of it, that we, the audience, did not know before this arc. Like, all the other characters were like, oh yeah, Yuna's acting weird, Zion's acting weird. She was the only one where I was like, I don't know what her true personality is. I actually thought she was going to be a workaholic. She was not. That was, I guess, kind of the joke there at the end. And someone had pointed this out to me during the watch along, and it was a great comment that between her and Yuumu, it was like clashing ideologies, right? Where Yuumu is this workaholic. We saw it early on in Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, where she worked her way to the top of UTS, taking on all these jobs, motivated by money, which I think if you want to work a lot to make money, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. I think it's when you want to make money by ripping people off. That's when that's when the greed kind of kicks in a little bit, and then it becomes, I think, morally wrong. But if that's a big motivation for you, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. So Yuumu's work ethic, I always definitely liked and appreciated. And then seeing her kind of go up against a character here in Tomiko, Big Basketball Girl, as someone who does not want to work, hates working, wants everything just kind of handed to her. I really liked those clashing ideologies in this duel. They weren't really touched on as much as I thought they could have been. I thought there was actually a lot of potential there, but they didn't really touch on it. But it was still kind of a subliminal theme, I think, in the duel. That being said, Epoch cheats again, which I said in the watch-along, wasn't really a big fan of. I was hoping she would have learned her lesson after her duel against Yuhi. Where she lost. And, I didn't fault her at all for cheating in that duel, because she's a kid, and that's what she's going to do.
Yeah.
That's what kids are going to do.
But you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, and
You should.
again, I would have liked to see it play out a little differently, to be honest, because it was the same exact thing. UDS cheering her on. It was the same exact thing. But yeah, we didn't get that, and that's the direction they went in, and it is what it is. So all in all, I thought this episode was another okay to good episode. I think these last 7 episodes have been a little weak compared to where Go Rush I think usually is, where I expect Go Rush to be.
Sure.
But as I said in the watch along, 75, 76, 77 was I thought peak Yu-Gi-Oh! Not just Studio Bridge Yu-Gi-Oh! I thought it was peak Yu-Gi-Oh! Just compared to all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Shows. So the whole Kwai Duel reveal, the Kwai Duel, Yuhi stepping up. I mean, it was fantastic. So a little bit downtrodden here. It is what it is. Udius Kwai Duel. Hopefully we'll get things back on track. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Do any of you guys want to go?
I think you should go to the link first.
Yeah, go to the link first.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Jeez. Angie, thank you so much for the $88.88 donation. Jesus Christ. Angie, thank you so much. I'm going to hate these cents making my monthly tip be a clean 0-0, but less than 1 month until Jump Festa. Whoop. Less than 1 month till we get that Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links movie, baby.
Wow.
No shot.
Video coming out tomorrow. Let's go. Udius. Angie, thank you so much for the insanely generous donation. I look forward to seeing you soon. Yu-Gi-Oh! 9 is going to be great. You are awesome. And, thanks to people like you, these mics in a couple of weeks are going to be great. And hopefully the audio
Let me upgrade
is awesome. Upgrade. Angie, you're the best. If we can get some hearts in chat for Angie, it would be super appreciated. Thank you so much. You rock.
Very nice.
Dredge, you actually haven't been here in 2 weeks. I'd love to just know your thoughts your honest thoughts on the arc. I know you're not too big on it.
Yeah, this has been a tougher arc for me. I mean, I agree with you. I think what is it, 75, 76, 77?
Yes.
No, yeah,
the end
those
of the
three
last
episodes were probably like top 3 episodes in a row. Like for me, it's close. Like it's up there. But lately, it just hasn't been for me. And I know we're slow building here, and we've been talking about how we want to be out of the space time, and now we are, which is great. But that being said, it's just some of the humor hasn't hit. I think even the Epoch cheating with the dice again. As soon as I saw her getting that dice block, I'm just like, really, we're gonna get all again? And I know she's a kid. I understand she's a kid and kid, but like at least learn from your mistakes. Whereas you do the first one, you cheat, and then get a 2, get 1 wrong, and then get the rest right. You know what I mean? But she just got 6s again.
You trip when
and
you're
one
trying
way you
to
see her
cheat.
literally put her foot out of the dice to again jump and get a 6.
Yeah.
So for me, that's just it's not ideal. I want them to win fairly. I want Epoch and Yumu to win that duel fairly. Because technically speaking, Yumu, we're kind of hoping Yumu becomes one of the winningest girl characters in singles duels. But I don't like that win for her. I don't think that because in retrospect, if Epoch doesn't do that, do they win?
No,
probably not. Right?
Probably not.
So it just so you're telling me Mitsuko and basketball who beat Yumu and Epoch, but because of technicality they didn't. Well, that was my frustration with it.
Well, it's impossible to know, but
it's true. It's impossible to know. I agree with that. I also agree. I love the ideologies though, where it was like this basketball did not want to work. She wanted the free curry bread. She wanted free everything. Mm-hmm. And as you said, Yumu's like the opposite, hardworking. Mm-hmm. Oh, we can give you a job. We're willing to help you out and stuff like that. Yeah. And she just was like, no, I want the free stuff. But I agree. They talked about it for about 5 to 15 seconds. And I was like, oh, that's it. And they didn't go back to it again, which I really enjoyed. My favorite part of the episode was obviously the ending. Seeing kind of all the characters, all 40 are part of Kwai Duel's deck. Pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see kind of Kwai Duel's deck. And I think that last minute, that preview is what really kind of brought me back. I'm like, now I'm excited. Now I can't wait. And you also told me before stream what the 86 duel is, which I'm very excited to hear.
And we'll get into that a little
later. Yep. But yeah, for me, again, it's just the humor wasn't my favorite. I see this big basketball girl, and it was this basketball hoop that likes to scare people, and I'm like, really? And again, also another thing, real quick, and then I'll let you go.
Yeah.
The fact that she's our 40th character when it's it's someone we just met, I would have liked that 40th to be someone else. Especially, and you said it was the first ever, which I didn't know until you just told me, 2v2 all-girl duel, which is great. But why not put another like I know it's hard to fit Rovi and Yuna, Mani, and I'd rather someone that's been around complete that duel than than the big sister like basketball girl.
Well,
you know?
Manya has the history with Yuumu, and because we're in a weird space time,
Yeah, I
could
guess
you
it
write
makes
Manya
sense.
and Mitsuko together? I mean, you probably could have.
Yeah,
that.
So maybe I just would have rather it have been someone else. But overall, again, because of where the episode went, and we're out of the space time now,
Yeah.
which we've all been asking for since for a few episodes now. So I'm excited for that, and just looking forward to seeing Kawaii Duel's first real duel.
Yeah.
So for that, I'm back on the. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready
Yeah.
for that now. So definitely. But the other episodes, again, same feelings. Kind of with Nick T and Calibro last couple. They're all right. Some
Little rocky.
The fart humor is not great, and I know you had or the bathroom humor, I should say, Dill. That's just not for me either. I remember watching.
I called it the lowest point of the show.
Yes, you did. And all that show, that one had the highest point too. It's crazy.
I mean,
it had
that,
both ends of the spectrum.
I mean,
there.
that's. I still don't know what to say about that episode.
Yeah,
People asked me
something.
recently, "What are your thoughts on '83?"
No
I don't know. I
comment.
still don't know.
Just plead the fifth.
I
Save
still
for
don't
that
know.
one.
It's crazy.
Save the way. But overall, again, now that we're out of space time, I'm excited and back to really looking forward to the ending of this arc.
Same.
Yeah.
Nick T.
Oh,
General
no.
thought. Well, let's be honest,
Yeah.
man.
Thoughts?
I mean, we're always honest. Here,
Well,
we
to
tell it like it
open,
is.
I wasn't sure if it's a function of me being tired or how I felt about the episode, but I did fall asleep halfway through.
Did you actually?
Yeah. Hey. Wait. What duel was that? What duel was it?
female tag duel.
Hey.
That's this guy right
You're
there.
wrong for that.
Hold on,
You're
hold
wrong
on,
for that.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. You're wrong for that.
Oh,
Wait, what was the duel?
Nick T.
Wait.
Yeah, it was the.
What duel was that I fell asleep for? What duel was that?
That was
It was Phaser versus somebody round 2 or
versus
something.
somebody.
Who was it? Anyone know the duel that we fell asleep to? Phaser versus someone in chat, write it in there.
Dude.
Phaser versus somebody. I just remember I was just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was just
But-
like,
but-
got sleep apnea.
bro, terrible from that.
Did you actually fall
I
asleep?
did actually fall asleep.
Phaser
So what woke
Yugioh
you up?
too. Yes, thank you, Colin.
My brain. Nothing in the episode woke me up. I had to rewind.
It really wasn't the most stimulating episode, if we're being honest.
No, the episode was over by the time I woke up.
Oh my god, dude! What the hell?
That's only 15 minutes.
I know, but like, was it that boring to you?
It was, dude. The midst of the duel did absolutely nothing.
Well, I will say Mitsuko and Tomiko, they basically were the same character. I mean, they used the same deck.
They were basically the same character.
Yuumu, we've seen her moves before.
Yeah.
GG's, bro.
And like,
And
yes,
Epok
they're-
did the same thing she did in her duel against Yugioh.
Exactly.
No, so it's fair.
Exactly.
It wasn't the greatest of
It
duels.
was my least favorite of these past few episodes. No. Did I think it was a great episode? No. It was fine. I mean, I
Wow.
love seeing Mitsuko on camera, of course.
Well, I know
You
that.
know, you
had
do
to
love
have-
you do
you
love
had to
yourself
have
some
loved
Mitsuko.
seeing
I
big
love-
basketball hoop Tomiko, right?
yeah, also, she's also great.
What a name too. Big basketball.
Her nickname's longer than her
Tomiko.
name. It's great.
Like what a big one.
With that being said, like fall asleep or not, I obviously finished rewatched the rest of the episode, and it's fine. The jersey the jersey cameo honestly kept me pretty high on it.
Yeah. Oh, that was the best part.
Yeah, it was the best part. But it's
What?
You're struggling so hard.
No, I'm just.
it's all right, bro. It's all right.
It's a hey.
It's all
We
right.
all have those days.
With that being said, the duel didn't do anything crazy for me.
fun.
I actually really did like Epok's ace cards. They were pretty
Yeah.
cool. But again,
Yeah.
the cheating thing and I don't particularly care if that's how they win. It's just
You
annoying.
don't care that cheating allows winning?
No, because
Wow. Good to know
I'd be a
about you, too.
hypocrite because Lightning won that way, and I thought it was sick.
Well, it is cheating is ingrained in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Cheating for the bad guy.
Cheating
Yeah,
is
no, cheating-
ingrained in the Yu-Gi-Oh
cheating
anime.
for the bad guys, I'm like, hell yeah. Cheating for the good guys, I'm like,
no.
it's a bad look.
Well,
it's like
dude.
facing the heels in WWE.
Listen,
Yeah.
right?
I don't.
Did the heels ever win? No, they always cheat. Faces,
I don't-
they don't cheat.
I don't hate it, but I don't endorse it. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. I'll
You
say
saved
that.
yourself with that one.
But I think actually annoying me the most about it is how hard they try to pass it off. It's like, oh no, she's not cheating. Like Yudi's like, nah, she doesn't do that anymore. And then just straight up 3 more times, like balances over to make it the dice roll she wants. Literally sticks her hand out. I'm like, really? It was just annoying, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm up and down with that buck anyway.
Yeah, she's not my
Cup of tea.
favorite.
Yeah. And
you know.
just
what I was gonna say,
nothing,
cup of tea.
literally in the meat and potatoes of the episode. We're talking 24 minutes, 23 minutes of
Yep.
the episode. Not a single thing happens.
In a way.
The gag about
Yeah.
I mean, okay, no, I'm wrong because in the midst of the duel, they pan to somewhere else entirely.
Oh, Phaser
and
I didn't mention that. Yeah,
That's
that was
where
the best.
important parts of the
That
episode
was really
happen.
important.
Yeah.
That's
He's
where the
right.
important
Yeah.
parts of the episode
I
happen.
forgot about
Not
that was
with
happening.
our characters who are dueling.
Yeah.
Like I take issue with that.
No, it's
Those
fair.
scenes were very good. Like that conversation, I'm like, okay, he's cooking.
Well, the thing is, like, you know, in a normal duel, if there's only one character that, for me personally, that I like and care about, I can still get into it because it's a one-on-one.
Yeah.
I think there is something to be said when it's a 2v2 and there's 4 characters dueling.
Each
and
character gets one turn.
I really
That's
only
it.
like one of the characters.
And each character
Exactly.
only gets one turn.
Like of
you
those
know?
4,
Like,
the only character that and I know there are some people that love Mitsuko,
I think
so
she's
that's
great.
fair.
Yeah.
I think she's cool.
But of those 4, the only character that I'd say is a top 10 character is Yuumu.
Yeah.
And even
top 10,
even
not even-
her,
yeah.
and even
she's
her,
this doesn't
she's
help her at
she's
all either.
she's been well. I thought she was fine. I mean, she didn't, you know,
I
she
know,
didn't.
but like,
She was the only thing that made the duel like tolerable
Yeah.
for me. I mean,
I,
wouldn't say
tolerable.
I liked her.
I wouldn't say it would be intolerable without her, but it would be significantly
but just being
boring.
involved in
it's
this
yes,
episode
yeah,
doesn't help
significant
her.
is the
Yeah,
better word.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
like how Yuumu like whispered to Epic, he's like, "Hold up, do this.
Here's
thing.
the strategy.
Like,
Yeah,
that
was
cool. I actually,
Seeing a lightning
you
storm.
know what? So like,
For
okay,
the
I
dono.
said my piece about the parts I didn't like.
Yeah.
It was just whatever. Nothing happened. There was actually a decent amount that I did like. One of those things being that where they talk strategy on screen, which is for tag duels, at least in my experience, incredibly rare. It seems like sometimes they just have a psychic connection. These characters that they're automatically know what the other's thinking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the fact that she went over was like, "Hey, listen." It's like, okay, cool, that's sick. I want to see that.
Yeah. Well, especially because it is like a young character learning to duel for the first
yeah.
time.
Yes,
She's
So
like in training.
that was a nice moment.
exactly.
And it was a Yuumu moment.
It was you.
Yeah,
and
no,
'cause
that
she's great.
That was a good part.
And
yes,
again,
so yes.
like if
Yeah.
this picks up momentum for Yuumu, that's great because that's what we all want, right? We all want Yuumu to pick up a bit more momentum because she was great at the start of the show. So I would love for more of that. Obviously the Jersey cameo, I love that.
That was
Yep.
that was okay. I'd like to.
Then I'll get to the very end of the episode because obviously there's that, but there is something to be said about Mitsuko this episode where in her time space, delusion, she doesn't know Yugioh.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
It really eases her.
That's what I mean. It
yeah,
makes
it
life
eases
easy
on her.
for her.
Yeah.
It eases her pain. So, like the fact that that's her delusion,
If you-
it's
I gotta-
kind of interesting.
His existence is pain.
It speaks to her character, I think, in more ways than it's like immediately like surface level noticeable. It's like, oh, she's choosing to not like remember him
That gives me a really
because
good
she has a
question,
hard
too.
time with him.
I have a really good question now.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. And then obviously, the ending, yes, like now, it really hypes us up because they say that Duel is godlike, is basically a god,
Yep.
and that he's using people as cards, and like that's insane. So I'm expecting something really great next week because they hyped him beyond
Yeah.
to a difficult point because if he's godlike,
Didn't I always say in Sevens that Otis had a bit of a godlike aura, the way he
Yes.
would like
Yeah,
move
you
around
would say
and
that, yeah.
manipulate everything.
Yep.
Well, and then the creator was shown to be that way,
Yeah.
and then we learned that the creator was actually really Duel, pretending to be the creator.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the expectations are high. We're actually going to see him duel next week.
Yeah.
I mean, a
it's
debate.
dangerous. It's
A
dangerous
debate we
expectation.
still have to have here is, and I think if I polled chat, I think it would be pretty split. It might be like 55-45. Is he the final villain of this show? We'll get into that later.
Now it's-
We'll
yeah,
get
it's
into that
tough.
later.
It's tough.
Calibro, what were your general thoughts on the episode?
General thoughts. So I'm not gonna go too heavy into it since we got a lot of good stuff from
Yeah.
the three of you guys.
Thank you.
Episode overall was, it was all right. Wasn't anything special. Wasn't the worst episode I've ever seen in the world. Wasn't the best. It's just
Yeah.
as a lot of people nowadays say, it was kind of mid, but that's okay.
Mid.
I was waiting for it.
I couldn't find it.
Yeah. Too many sounds on
Got
that.
to fire it. Yeah. I like. Again, agreeing with you guys. I really like the end. I like how they kind of just got beamed up, and it was like the deck is ready. It's time. You know what I mean? Like you're ready to go right now. Like he's ready. We know the duel is coming. And
Thank you
that is like
for
all
the
of the
dono.
hype that you need. It's like they finally the regular season's finally starting for whatever team that has high hopes this year. Let's go. Like,
Yeah.
we're ready.
Yeah,
And,
100%.
all the hype is coming to fruition. You actually get
100%.
to see them in play. The duel itself, first tag duel between all female characters, very cool, very awesome.
Yeah.
It's a win.
Conceptually very cool.
Conceptually very cool. Again, agreeing with all of you guys, I don't like the whole Epoch cheating to win type of business. I just think that it happened the first time, and again, mirroring what you guys said, like seeing her learn from it would have been cool. You know what I mean? Like just seeing her like, oh, I don't need to cheat to win. Like I can just trust, that even if I don't roll a 6, I'll find a way to pull it out.
Yep.
And like even when I was watching the episode, I was like, they could even just write it that all she needed was a 4 and she gets a 4, or like all she needed
They
was a 4.
made it so she
like
needed
all she needed was a 3 and she rolled a 5. So like it's not like she rolled a 6,
Right.
but she still beat the number that she needed.
Yeah.
Right.
Because in that case, you're not
Doesn't
seeing,
look
oh,
as
she got a
bad.
6 every time, which is the exact number of life points she needs to take away to win.
Yeah.
And like that to me just makes it more of like a point to say, look, the only way she's winning is if she cheats. Because like if she doesn't cheat, do her and Yumu even win the duel? You can't say
And
yes, but
you
you
don't
can't
know
say
for
no.
sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, to that point, I don't know. That's the one thing that kind of rubs me the wrong way. And again, with you, I agree. She's not my favorite character.
Right.
But just with the hype that it builds up to, I feel like it kind of saves the episode regardless. Like if we heard that the next episode was going to be,
Oh God.
Chupitaro and somebody else, like
I might not even watch it. if it
And
was
soccer goalie or something.
yeah, like just no, but like just people
I-
that you don't
I think
really
a lot
wanna
of
watch.
viewers of the show reached their
limit.
their
close.
limit,
It was
and
close.
thankfully Yugioh Duel is here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I know I can name 3 or 4 different usernames that while I was streaming over the past 2 weeks said, I'm dropping Go Rush.
Yeah.
It's been a difficult arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been slow. And you know what? So here's the thing. I would be the biggest hypocrite in the world if I myself was overly critical and negative right now on the show's state.
Sure.
But I'm just talking about myself because I came on here and I said, as long as we are out of the space
did.
time
85.
by 84 or 85,
Yep.
I will be happy. And you know what? I have to stand by that. And I still feel that way. I wouldn't have said that if I felt like that was too long of a time. I would have hoped that the episodes leading up to that were a little
exactly.
more significant.
Yeah.
But there were moments. Go Ayuna I really liked. Zion I really liked. The person you can never be with. The dream job you'll never be able to obtain. Like I liked those thematics. But you have the Manabu episode. You have this one. There were a lot of episodes that were like, I'm gonna fall asleep and take a nap right now. So, but listen, we're here. We're out of the space time,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
I'm very, very, very excited for what's to come. And if you told me, hey, last 17, 18 episodes of this show are going to be great, but we need 6 or 7 really just kind of boring episodes so we can polish off the end of the show, I think I'd take that.
Yeah.
I think I'd take that.
As long as you're
6 for
ending on
18,
the high
yeah,
note, and now we're
Well, that's the thing. It's got to end good.
we're there.
Yeah.
Like we're at the top. We're getting ready to go. Enjoy the ride.
It's got to end well. I mean,
So-
I wasn't a fan of how the last arc started either. The
which-
tournament and
yeah.
everything.
You're right.
And then when Zion showed up,
It got
everything after
great.
that was
Yeah,
great.
Which I do agree with.
So that's
that.
kind of their formula here, and it's got to. I think from here on out, it's got to be at the level that I know the show is capable of being at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Makes sense.
I don't know. Like, I think at this point, I agree with your sentiment about we just need to pad it out with a couple okay episodes so we can get to the meat of the really good stuff. Now at this point, I'm like, yeah, that sounds a great trade-off. If you asked me that 10 episodes ago, I would have been like, well, can't we kind of ramp it up to that point instead
Yeah.
of getting?
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I wish these past episodes were, because it feels now all of a sudden it's like we were hinting towards it, and then now something huge is happening all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, this episode coming up is so pivotal.
That's what I mean, though.
for
Like,
Yugioh's
like
character,
that.
especially.
But that's the problem. You've kind of not. Let me reword this. By having so much hype on this duel and having some not so great and kind of almost like get me over kind of pitches. In
That's what it
baseball.
was,
Get
yeah.
me over
That's
pitches
what it
to
was.
get to this
Yeah.
9th inning, bases loaded. Your favorite baseball player up at bat. Kind of. But now we have such high expectations,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They got to hit.
And mind
Yeah,
you,
it has to hit.
it's
There's
not
2 outs.
It's not a 2-part duel. It's a one. You have one episode to tell this story.
Yeah.
They have one episode
Yep.
with this character who we've been fascinated by since their arrival.
Mm-hmm.
Yugioh, who's has been kind of not struggling, but has not been up to the standards that we expect Yugioh to be.
Mm-hmm.
This is big. This is huge. This has a lot right in it, and I don't like that. I don't want to be like I need this to be great, because then my expectations are up here.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that this show can meet that.
Yep.
But I don't want to put them in that position where they're like, now they have to hit me like with
Yeah.
the best ever.
Well,
right?
that's what happens when you take it slow. You got to hit it out of the park at these pivotal moments.
This is gonna be a great episode. That's my hope. You know,
I
it'll be
have
great.
I have faith that it will be. I just wish it was more gradual to get to it instead
And
of
not just boom all of a sudden at once.
Yeah.
That's fair.
yeah.
That's a fair.
It's fair.
But like no, I'm pretty confident next episode is going to
Me
be.
too.
It's like remember not exactly the same obviously because it's like different place in the show, different place in the arc. But like when we got Nail Yuga Part 1,
right.
I was like
Right.
like new character, things are cool.
Yeah.
Devastating loss for our
Yep.
main
Yeah,
character.
excellent. Yeah.
Like it
That
was
his
cool.
Summoning method.
It
was- was.
It
Oh my
was
God,
pretty
yeah.
crazy.
It was.
Do you remember my face?
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah,
react
yeah.
to the maximum?
It was
Me and
us.
Cal.
Oh, okay.
So I think if we could get that kind of energy,
Yep.
I think they've done it before. They could do it.
Well, I like to look back at their past arc finales, so we'll just go through the list and let me know if it hit.
Yeah.
Yugioh Yugioh round 1.
Yeah.
Hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yugioh Rovian. Not really for me. But the arc
was fine.
It was good.
The arc
not-
was good.
It was good,
Yeah.
not great.
yeah.
Yeah. It was a good.
Yugioh and Yuga versus the two copies of the Luke. I mean, that hit.
that hit.
That was
that,
that,
hit. that was
good.
good.
Especially because Yuna started that duel and then you came in. That was cool. Yeah.
Yugioh versus Yugioh round 2. Hit. Absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah, oh,
Yugioh's
well,
phenomenal.
When they're on
Anytime
camera
we
together-
talk, anytime
on screen together,
Yugioh's
rather.
on the screen,
Yeah.
he steals the show.
Phenomenal. And
Yeah.
then Yugioh versus Phaser. That one did not hit because of the way it ended for me. That being said, that whole arc was fantastic.
That
Yeah.
I agree. The arc was incredible. The
Yeah.
ending was.
That was the
oh.
opposite of the last arc. It,
Yep.
It
Yeah.
hit all
Well,
the
and
way
then-
up to the end,
Yeah.
and then it was cold, and then
Yeah.
hit
Boom.
again.
And then Yuhi versus Quaidul hit
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
when you have these big moments, I feel like more often than not, they usually execute them well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we just have to hope it happens again.
Yeah.
Here.
we,
You know?
we can't have a phaser Yugioh ending. We just can't.
No.
Oh,
On that-
no.
Dill, I remember you watching that and going like, "Ah, it wasn't that bad." And then the next day, me and you talk about it and go, "Yeah, I don't
Well, you
know what
process
that
it.
is."
You
Yeah, once
process
you're
it.
like, "Wow, that's how we
Process-
ended that."
Well, you
like-
process it and you think about things in hindsight. Like if you go back on my arc 5 episode reviews, while the Battle Beast arc was going on, I wasn't overtly negative on it.
And now look
but
at
then
you.
based on how the show proceeded from that point on and then the way that it ended,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, we wasted 5 episodes in the final 30 here doing absolutely nothing, building up a character that would never show up again
Yeah.
after this arc. What a waste of and then that's where the
Yeah.
and sometimes hindsight is used to say things, wow, that buildup was actually really good.
Yeah.
That duel that I thought was boring ended up setting up this
Everything.
duel,
Yeah.
and that was fantastic. So hindsight,
Context for things is
hindsight
very
can work
important.
both ways.
It really
Yeah.
can.
So,
Yeah, absolutely.
but
Yeah.
man, oh man, we'll see.
Oh,
trying to
there was one other thing I wanted to touch on.
Oh, please, yeah.
With the 2v2, like the tag duel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When Nick T was saying like, oh, couldn't we just like have a different character instead of somebody that was new? And when was it you who said Manya?
Yeah, I said Manya.
That was all him.
They
actually.
could have literally just had it where like Manya was a chair and Mitsuko was pretending to be an actress, and
That would've been
and
cool.
that was the thing that you had to fix. Like it would have been like
Yeah.
obviously it would have been an obvious.
that would have been
That'd
kind of
be good,
funny.
It would have
right?
been kind of funny. Like
it
there would have
could've
been the comedy in there.
Well,
and
and
you
Manya and Yumu have history together.
Yeah.
You know,
So I think it would have been funny that like it's just a simple thing. Like if you wanted to add her in there and then like that's her send off. Actually, a good point, Angie. She could have been like a director's chair.
Yeah.
That would have been actually very. Funny.
Yeah,
That would
you
have
know,
been very funny.
That actually would have hit.
That would have
hit.
That would have been a good. Yeah.
So like that was another thing. I was like, if they just kind of switched places, and it would have been like it's so random, and it's like why would they even be together? But at the same time, it's the space time.
It could be anything.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
No.
I don't so much take an issue with the fact that it was a newly introduced character, but it's the fact that I know that this is probably a one-off character.
Yeah.
We're not going to see very
But
much
like,
of
why
this
would a
character.
one-off character be one of the 40?
That's
Like
Well,
if that,
that's
if
what I
that
said.
doesn't come
No,
into
what I said.
play,
That's what I mean. Like,
there's no
newly
point then.
introduced.
Yeah.
Okay, one-off, and she's both.
I think the duel even
Presumably.
could have been better if it was just
Probably.
39 and just Yuumu versus Mitsuko 1-on-1.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
could have, and Yuumu trying
It
to
would've
talk
been
to
it would've done
Mitsuko
better for
about
Yuumu.
like
It would've been-
Suijou. Yeah, I think it could have been better. You know, so I don't know. I think the duel itself was maybe a little bloated with characters that I wasn't very invested in.
Yeah.
I think that took away from it a little bit, and it didn't feel like it was all that necessary to the plot. Right, as this duel's going on, you're waiting. All right, can we cut back to Yugioh and Phaser?
Yeah.
What are they talking
Exactly, dude.
I mean,
and
that's the issue.
You know what's
That's a
You know
problem.
what makes that even worse? It's not like we're cutting back to segments that are pretty long. Each time we cut back, it's probably
What,
about 25
10 seconds, 15
10 to
maybe?
25
Well, yeah,
seconds.
Yugioh saying something, saying, "Well, that has to mean."
Yeah.
And Phaser.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Phaser's looking off.
But I want to cut back to those things that are short. That is indicative of an issue.
No, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Where he's like, and what we've just been followed by the number 40. What is it? What does it mean?
That was painfully accurate too. It just
Oh man! And then
with
of
some
course,
kind of space B-roll
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
well, it's so funny, right? Because
The math
Amazing.
equations start coming up on the
Yeah,
screen.
exactly.
the average size of a deck is obviously 40 cards,
Yep.
and like we really thought that like the number 40 didn't really mean anything. We were trying to figure that out
Yeah,
last
we-
week.
thought it was like an, like
Well, know what it is?
Like I mean,
arbitrary
it's
number
just
that
it's
they
but
deck
in
size.
Russian
Yeah.
speed, it's it's 30, right? It is less. It was originally it was 40, right? Is that where we're going? with?
Yeah,
Master, yeah.
no. I
No.
think I think I think the average could be 55. I think that's what you might be thinking. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm so confused right now.
All right.
What's happening right now?
The average the minimum deck size is 40 cards. It's 40 cards, and that's obviously what that number was representative of.
The three of you need a timeout.
But me, I'm just explaining it. That's what the 40 was. We
I'm
never
stuck between idiot and laugher over here.
we never thought that that's what the number 40
Yeah.
meant.
No, I get that.
It meant the deck that he was trying to put together. And it was 40 people in Matsuba Town. And now they're all trapped in his deck box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm
No, I'm just saying, like, that was something that none of us
Oh
thought.
no, we had no clue.
Right, I didn't think
I've
of
been
that.
here for 2 weeks, so my defense.
We thought 40 was
I
just
would've
an
thought that.
arbitrary number. We didn't realize the implication of
It's
40
a deck.
cards
What
in a
is
deck.
40? Yeah.
After he
Right.
hits 40, his deck's complete, ready to go, and you can start the duel.
Right. Exactly. So, it's little things like that where it's like everything has like a meaning, and I knew that 40 was not going to just be some random
It couldn't
number.
be. Yeah. Like if you do 40,
And it makes sense. He's constructing a deck, so it makes sense from that perspective. I think our fifth member. Yep, he's here. Our fifth member is about to join us.
Oh yeah.
He's going to give his thoughts.
General thoughts.
We'll get his thoughts on the
Yeah,
episode.
I just don't know why you were explaining to me numbers and stuff. I was confused. Like,
Well, what are you talking about? 30
so in speed and rush duel, don't you have 30 cards?
in Duel Links? Yes.
In Duel Links, is that not the norm? In like,
No, it's not.
oh,
It's
then why
not.
do they do that like that?
Because
Shouldn't that
it's
be like the
speed.
same?
Because it's speed.
Because they're on
So actually,
speed.
30 is the max. 20 is the normal amount. 20 is the
You
low
have to have.
amount.
No, don't you have to have 30? It's
In
minimum.
rush, but in regular speed duels, it's 20. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know. That.
Oh,
That's weird.
Yeah,
But
well,
it's
because it's
20
speed.
cards.
There's only 3
Oh,
zones.
no,
Think about
no.
Vrains, like when they had the 3 zones when they're speed dueling. Yeah. Pete, it's good to see you, man.
What's going on, bro?
Thank you for coming on. Your mic should be on, but make sure. It
What's
might
going
not
on?
be. Pete, how you doing?
Thriving, man.
Thriving, man. Well,
It's a
Pete,
lie.
we gotta bring you in right here. Obviously, you've missed 82, 83, and 84. So you've missed the last kind of 3 episodes here, but we're excited to get your thoughts. So I'm curious to know your thoughts on kind of the last few episodes, this episode in particular, just overall thoughts.
I mean, it's going to be pretty short. I don't want to retread water. Yeah, it's not been a good arc in my opinion. I think it's been very lackluster. I will back Nick T up in this sense. I also fell asleep during this episode. I thought it was very
I got
boring.
it. We got
I
you.
did. I rewound it and I watched the whole thing.
You had to rewatch
But
it.
I was like, wow, this is very boring. And there was a point where we didn't even get to that like mid 11-minute break.
Pete's eyes were
And then I woke up and it was like 18 minutes and I was like, shit, we got to go back.
Run.
Okay.
So
Like,
two of the five of you,
Wow.
or
It was
two of
rough.
the five of us, fell asleep during the episode.
That's 40%.
Hey, we might need like a snoring sound effect.
We might.
But not dread.
really
That's
too
actually
That
bad.
is terrible.
It sounded like an
Sleep
issue.
apnea. I'm like,
Yeah,
that.
it
Judge,
just-
you might need to get that checked out.
I might need to-
you have sleep apnea?
No, I actually don't. But I did it for like, that was like.
You might, man. You might.
You have to get those nasal strips that.
Oh, those are good.
My uncle used to have the machine.
Oh,
Literally,
the
that
CPAP.
goes.
The
Yeah.
CPAP. Oh,
Yeah.
God, that thing is terrifying.
Yeah, so not big on the episode.
I won't waste time with it. It's just
Don't worry,
didn't think- I voted decent in the
Yeah, I voted
poll
decent
just to
as
be
well.
nice. I didn't think it was that great.
nice.
Yeah.
I don't think this arc has been that great
Yeah.
personally. I cannot wait to just get to Kwai Duel's plan. Thank God we got it in the last 30 seconds.
plan. Yep.
Most interesting part of the whole episode, and it was not even that great of like or interesting dialogue. It's just watching Yugioh and Phaser talk. I'm like, it was rough.
Yep.
And it's one of these things that like, Yugioh literally is right there. And we just put him on the bench just to be a commentator and watch Epoch cheat again. And I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like, we got like 18 episodes to go or whatever in the show, 16, whatever the hell it is. And I'm like, this is not great.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be honest. Maybe that angers
No,
some
yeah.
people. That's just how it
No, that's.
No, you got to be honest. I mean, Yugioh has, I've said it, he's kind of, ever since his duel with Yugioh in 51, when it came to an end, he's kind of stagnated a little bit. So I think that obviously next week's episode is massive.
Paramount.
For this arc, for this story, seeing Kwai Duel. Seeing Kwai Duel.
Duel.
Yeah, that's
That's correct. No,
Yeah.
it sounds weird,
but like the underarching story here is Yugioh's character. I mean, this next week is such a big episode, I think, for his character that I think a lot of people have kind of, fallen off with a little bit because the show's kind of put him in a little bit of a backseated role. So, yeah, it's going to be big for him. I mean, next week is going to be big. We'll see where we go from there. Next week is episode 8 of the arc.
Yeah.
So then
How many episodes are in the arc?
86, usually 13.
Oh, okay.
So then, we got probably about 4 duels left, and then it's the final arc. So
that's crazy, dude.
yeah, I mean, we really are at the end. So really, from this point on, it's got to be, I think, at a high level. I think it will be, but it's got to be at a high level. I don't think we're gonna get many more duels with characters like Big Sister Basketball Hoop and
what was that?
I don't know. I don't know.
That was Mitsuko's
And
send-off.
Epoch,
But like,
the
we
Epoch
never-
experiments run its course.
Actually,
cheating is just-
I was really actually
I wouldn't
liking
say
the
that.
turn of Epoch's character, like in
Yeah.
the last stretch
Yeah.
of episodes, and then like I agree. I was listening on the way over, like when Cal was like, it would be nice to see like progression there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we said.
and Dredge echoed that
And she
too.
was getting
And I'm
it
like,
for a minute.
it would just been nice that like, all right, she cheated in the beginning, maybe she was nervous, and it's like now she doesn't do that because she's more confident in her abilities,
Yeah.
and I can't really give Yuumu really a nice tag team duel win there because it only worked out because her teammate cheated several times.
Well, and
you know?
Yuumu was the one that had the big play. She had the lightning
Yeah.
storm basically that
So-
wiped the back row. So without Yuumu, I mean, Epoch wouldn't have even had a prayer.
And if you think about it,
And-
Epoch actually loses that duel in 2 different ways. If she doesn't cheat with the dice, and then if she just attacks right away.
yeah.
There's 2 times that they should have lost.
I also was, I understand I'm not a TCG player. I'm not even a Duel Links player, right? But like to me, at the end of that duel, attacking 6 times is
That seems really
crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
Has that happened?
crazy.
Wait, what's the most
I'm like,
one
what
monster
is
attacks
happening?
in anime?
That's a
in
good,
the Yu-Gi-Oh
That's a
anime.
good question.
Has that been the most
There's a video
single
idea.
attacks by one card?
Yeah,
it has
I mean,
to be.
it doesn't. I don't know.
Still, I've seen 3 for every monster. Like, I get that, but like,
Yeah, what's
6.
the most amount of times a single monster is
Has
attacked
attacked.
in a turn in Yu-Gi-Oh? 6 might that might
it's
be.
close. It's gotta
Hey,
be close.
I can't think of any that even.
might be a
And
good
you're like-
video.
and you're like 6, you're like, oh man, what like pivotal duel in the entire franchise? That must have been something epic.
Yeah.
And you're like, actually, it was like Mitsuko, basketball girl, Yuumu, and Epoch, who's a character in a box. Oh, okay, great.
Yep.
in a box with a
It,
megaphone.
it was also the first ever 2v2 all-girl duel. First ever time
Yeah,
that's
not a great
happened.
one to have. That is that awesome that they
Yeah.
progressed that. Just not.
Yeah,
We
well,
could
they've
have done
got
some other things there.
yeah, and they've got but I mean, they've got better girl characters in the show than
So many.
well,
so
Epoch
many more.
and Tamako. I mean, Mitsuko, if you want to have her in there, fine. She's probably like top 6 or 7 girl character wise in the show.
Yeah, because
for
you start
me.
running out of girls.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and there are a lot of people that love her. I mean, there's some. Shout out to Tyler who's got the
Nah,
justice for
they
Mitsuko shirt.
want
Yeah.
her to step on them. It's
I don't-
not
I don't
not from
know.
a duelist
They-
perspective.
yeah, some-
I don't
No,
know.
I mean,
Why not
I
both?
don't-
Nick T, back me up on
What?
this.
Yeah.
Alright.
I gotta say it. I mean, he's probably Cal.
Come
Why
on.
not both? Is right.
Well, I will say.
Porque,
Let's be real.
Porque no la dos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you
Take
guys.
a peek.
it.
Check.
Oh
Hey,
Lord.
cut it
Space
out.
Cowgirl, thank you so much for the
Yeah.
$50 donation. Thank you so
Oh,
much, Space
yeah.
Cowgirl. Girl power. It was girl power. I mean, it
Girl
wasn't
power.
the girl power that we maybe would have hoped for, but girl power.
It was
indeed.
girl power.
First ever girl v girl duel.
V girl. too.
V girl v girl v girl. Yeah, which is
Two-
awesome.
You did one too many.
I did it once. Space
okay.
Cowgirl, thank you so much. Please put some hearts in chat for her. Thank you for the very, very generous. That was the wrong one. Super chat. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the best. You're awesome. We appreciate you. And again, I'll say it. Getting the new mics for probably 2 or 3 episodes from now because of people like you. So hopefully the audio quality is better. So thank you so much. And hopefully the quality of the
I
show
want it
is
to be perfect.
it's going to be good.
Crystal clear.
I want to hear
My
a
knee
pin drop
down to
across
the
the room.
last
You know, like I want
Well,
to hear
no,
that kind
that'd
of
be bad.
No. I want to hear like it's that delicate. It picks up any sound that I need.
Well,
I
no,
don't
that's
know
not
about
good.
that.
No,
I
that's
don't-
So we don't want
we
ASMR
we
mics?
got this thing.
We don't
No,
want
no, no.
ASMR
This thing
mics?
would hear the
No, no,
toilet
no.
flush upstairs.
No, okay,
No,
that,
it's
It has-
ridiculous.
it has-
that's a little.
No,
No, he's right.
Thing's
He's
ridiculous.
right.
Can you
It's
test
right
it out
above us,
later?
Yeah.
I'll run upstairs, flush the toilet, see if it hears it.
I mean, if you want to, I
Alright.
guess.
Pete
but-
wants to try it out.
Space Cowgirl, thank you. All the hearts for you. Girl power. Appreciate it.
Girl power.
Girl power. Yeah,
You're
so
gonna ruin your voice
I-
again.
Each one.
You're gonna it's shot, dude.
yeah,
They're
let
like,
me
we ju-
I want to run a poll and I want to have a
operated on this.
I
This
want
looks, this looks like the throat of a 20-year smoker.
I want to have a poll. No, actually my
Here we go.
speech
This- I hate-
It's the best throat they've ever
pathologist
seen.
took a look at it
When did you
Till
recently
the-
see them?
best
last
there.
Tuesday, 8
Okay.
days ago.
Okay.
Took a look in it and she said one of the better looking
Better.
throats
Good save.
Right.
she's
Better
seen
looking
in a while.
throats.
There you
Right.
go.
She said
and she's seen a lot of throats.
She said post surgery it doesn't even look like it was operated on.
Right.
So.
Does she knows
That
what
is
she
actually
knows what
right.
you do though? To
Oh,
it,
yeah.
right?
She knows,
She's
yeah.
fully aware.
Fully aware.
Okay.
Didn't she
Yeah.
give you a title?
She's even this is how good of a doctor she is.
Stop it.
She's come on my channel before while
Really?
I've been live
Okay.
and listened to how I speak.
Is,
to
is
them.
she like a username that we would
She
notice in the
definitely
chat?
is not here.
Oh, okay.
No. It was for 2 minutes.
She didn't
Okay.
comment.
No,
She
no.
said, "Great throat."
Still. Still, didn't she give you
All
a
right.
title as
Hey,
well?
hey, bag it in.
Hey,
Yeah, he's
I like
slinging
that.
it.
Hey, listen, there's some
Yeah?
comments that support that right now. So you're okay.
So poll good 47%, decent 25%, great 24%, and bad 1%. Yeah, so
Crisp 97%.
that's where I am.
Yeah,
That's
why are we
good.
off by 3? That's,
That's
really
really good.
frustrating.
Tyler-
I do not like
Dylan has the throat equivalent of a 6-pack. Is that true?
I don't know what that means.
What do you
like,
mean
like
you
a
don't know that?
six-pack ab.
That's pretty
Dredger
straightforward.
has a 6-pack.
Not
You have
anymore.
the throat
Hey, Judge,
equivalent.
just let him think you do, you know?
Hang on.
I'm hanging
I
on.
wish.
What are we hanging on? 2 or 4?
I don't know.
I have
Something.
Cal, did you get a haircut?
No, I just went to the office today, so it's gelled.
He went to Newark.
I mean, I haven't seen you in
He was
like
complaining about
3 weeks, so
I haven't gotten a haircut since.
it's just
looking good
it's
today.
pulled to the right.
Yeah.
That's what it
It's
is.
gelled. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's stuff in it. Usually I
Had
just
to
like-
go to the old office.
I
How
went-
was the old stomping
Went to
grounds?
good old Newark.
You love that place.
No, it's a great place. I left at lunch. because
Great place to
nobody
raise a
else needed
family, you would
Dude,
say.
I just
So what's
like-
this poll
like,
we're
they're
typing
like,
up
oh,
right now?
mandatory. You got to come in now, and nobody.
Polls
shows
up.
I have to
Pulls
be
up.
mandatory in January 2 days a week.
Who will
So
be the final villain? Oh, God.
yeah, this is a quick discussion because we're now reaching the final kind of climax. Not the climax, but we're reaching
Love
really
a good
the end
climax.
of the show. Who was going to be the final villain of the series? Listen, I said a couple of weeks ago, and I've said it. I've been adamant about it since
I
'77.
want you to vote.
That
Joe.
I do not believe Kwai Duel is the final villain. I really don't. I'm less confident in that now as we've gone on and as it seems like the way they've hyped him up, I'm less confident. but I still am of the belief that he is going to get defeated at the end of this arc, and there will
And it'll
be
be
a
the-
different villain.
Will it be the creator?
I think that's the only one that
I don't.
makes sense.
How could you introduce someone
Right?
brand new
Yeah,
at
you
this point?
You can't.
Otherwise, you're
unless
ugh.
it's like something crazy, like it's an evil, corrupted version of Yuhi that like Duel is inside manipulating.
Oh my god.
Well,
Wow.
but he's still got that darkness card that we
He
haven't
does.
seen. But I can't see them going that route.
Would
So-
it be a top 10 unanswered question for you if like
If that card never gets used again,
we like the whole Yuhi thing of that like we never talk about it again?
not only would it be it'd be probably
Big disappointment.
number one. Yeah, it'd be one of the biggest disappointments maybe in the whole franchise.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It
We're
ended
there.
an
Gotcha.
arc with a
Gotcha.
character that was
I'm just checking in.
I said it because Crystal.
I haven't been here. I'm stirring the pot.
Yeah, Crystal mentioned it at the end of my watch along today. I actually bet my channel on that watch along that card will be mentioned again.
Yeah, it must
I'm
be.
I don't know if you should.
gets the channel? We do.
Arc
Th-
finale.
this
I
studio
do.
this studio has been
definitely
so
I live here.
tightly
True.
written that they're not forgetting an arc-ending finale moment.
hope.
There's no way. Well, but they've never done anything like that makes me think otherwise. Right? This isn't, we're not talking about the studio that wrote Vrains with a lot of the dropped plot points. I mean, Sevens, if you want to look at some of the drop plot points, a lot of them were from that very, very first arc. So if this was a card he got in episode 23, and it's like, oh, it's been... but this was like 5 weeks ago.
That sounded like an impression of a different channel. You should be careful there.
All games?
Oh my yes.
I don't. Are you?
Oh
So
Lord.
listen, I'm not worried about it at all. It's been 5 weeks ago. If it was 20 episodes ago and I was like, oh, it's still going to be relevant, that'd be
Did it
different.
again.
This is not the girl on the phone. This is something that obviously is going to be very.
Yeah, I mean, it
impactful.
would.
I'm 100% confident.
It'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm 100% confident.
And is it confirmed the girl on the phone isn't who Yugioh was talking to on the phone?
That's not confirmed.
Not confirmed.
Yeah, no.
There's a reason you two live together.
It was.
You were made
They
for
were
each
made
other.
for each other.
It was
yeah.
really great, Dredge. I think
I know, right?
that we took a
It's
vacation.
not- we don't know who he
it
was
was
talking-
real. It
if
was
it's not
really
confirmed,
nice.
we
Even
don't
though it
know.
was unpaid, it was worth it.
It was.
It was
It was
worth
really
it.
nice.
It was
I would go on one again.
I would.
Anyway, we'll start with Pete. We'll work our way down.
Okay.
Duel's going to be the final villain of the show.
Yeah, I voted that. I feel that. I just. Yeah, I mean, I got 100% be wrong and see it be the creator, but I feel like the way they set this up now, you got what, 2 arcs after this? We're thinking,
Assuming it's 102 episodes, which we don't know
Right.
for sure.
like,
yeah.
and he's barely done anything now, and we have what, 5 left of this arc? I think.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, it kind of feels like we're just gonna wrap it up in 5 episodes and then have someone new for 2 arcs.
Yeah.
Like I don't believe that.
Yeah. Dredge.
So I voted other purposely so that either I voted right in the poll or I'm happy because it's one of the 3 characters you listed. But realistically, I'm not sure. I really don't know what to vote. I purposely took no to other because I just don't know.
I'm like 60-40. It's not quite Duel, but
Yeah.
prior to these episodes, I was like 90% sure.
I just
so
I don't like this again, and I'm very excited for this duel. Mind you, Duel and Yugioh is here, but I'm nervous of where its placement is. Its placement concerns me a lot as the 9th, not at the end of an arc, not at the mid arc. It's just like an episode. It's number 9 of the arc. Throws me off a little. The fact it's a 1 episode. There have been some good 1 episode duels. Don't get me wrong, but a duel of this magnitude, who wins this year? Who needs this more right now? Do we need to fully escape the deck box and have Yugioh swim, but then you bring Duel in this major? Your final villain's going to lose his first duel, his first one-on-one duel. So we're in a pickle here. We're in a pickle if this duel doesn't, as we said, it's very paramount. It doesn't deliver. We're in a pickle, especially because then you have to introduce. Are we introducing a new villain? I hope not. Is it Otis? Maybe. Is it someone else did we just get lied to this whole time, which would be a really crazy plot twist that Duel's not the creator and there's another creator? I don't know if I'd like that. So that's what I'm saying is like I really have no clue. But again, I'm here
very
for the
interested
ride.
for our picks for this upcoming duel.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be split.
In a real
Oh,
question.
yeah.
In a real question. I know you like the creator stuff and things like that, but in realistically,
Yeah.
like
It's coming.
if that character which is a version of Otis.
Oh, it's the Earth
right?
Damar,
It's the Earth
yeah.
Damar of Otis.
Uh-huh.
Would you really like the same character being the final villain of 2 straight shows?
Well, I don't.
it's executed
Like,
I
isn't
don't,
that
Are you
like?
saying they're not the
I don't. I
same?
don't view him as Otis. That's like saying Dormammu and Yugi are the same.
But they are connected, and
connected.
It also
Yeah, connected.
Duel is because of Duel's
wanna keep
his
that
creation. Like,
Yeah.
so we're already very closely connected.
yes.
I feel like circling back that is like okay, like like.
Well, it's all about execution. I mean,
It
and
is
I've
all
said
about
that.
Yeah.
I've said that with Otis from the
True.
beginning. I mean,
but
it's
even if like a
executed
villain
well-
was great, right?
Yeah.
Like think about one of the great final villains of any of the Yugioh shows,
yeah, okay,
right?
Yeah.
Even if they still were great, did you want to see them again in the next show be the final villain? Didn't you? You already served the purpose of that character.
I get what you're saying,
know what
but
I mean?
if you told me I'm in the middle of Arc 5 and there was a leak that said, "Hey, Yami Marek's coming to Arc 5,"
I'd watch it.
I think I'd be pumped.
Okay, now what if it was what if it was Zone, who you're not as big of a fan of?
I think I'd still be excited, but I get your point, right? Otis and Yami,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a silly
yeah.
comparison.
Right.
I'm comparing,
Yeah, you're not
in my opinion,
comparing-
the best villain of Yu-Gi-Oh! To a horrible one. It would be like, right, if like Kagimaru from GX, that old
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
why you gotta bring
Right.
Kagemono
No, because
into this?
he was a bad villain, right?
He was,
so like,
he was just garbage.
but if you heard he was coming back,
Right,
would
are you
there
gonna be pumped
excitement?
for that?
No, I
No.
wouldn't be. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be. But there's a
That was
connection
so confusing,
here.
too.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
Oh,
But there's a
God.
connection here with Otis, and there's a lot more to be desired with his character. That I think, and at the end of the day, the creator, he's not the same character.
Right, but didn't they? I know we've discussed this, but didn't they kind of imply that like the Otis form is dead? Isn't that wasn't that kind of implied?
I didn't get that vibe. You and Aura got that vibe.
But like, where else would he go? Right, and then he's gonna
the
come
great
back now
beyond.
in the last
that's-
2 arcs.
I don't feel confident that Otis will be in this show anymore.
Yeah,
Really?
but he has to be somewhere, right? Like him and the Earth Damar. The Earth Damar
I-
came
I-
from him,
I-
but now they're 2 separate entities.
Yeah, I
that
don't-
exist in the same plane of existence.
I don't think he's dead. Yeah, I don't think he's dead. I should say I don't think he's going to have a big role in this show anymore. But I think I do think he will. Be
I think
in it.
I think it's more likely that like, and this is outlandish, but this is what we do on this podcast.
Of course.
Like that the spirit of him is what it somehow in the space time crosses with Yugioh on his way back, and that's the version we see at the end.
Wow.
It is a mix of both of
Their
them.
souls intertwined.
Right,
I'd-
because
I'd-
they are fated enemies,
Yeah.
right? So
I-
I could see that
I
being
like
like
that.
where he ends up, kind of.
Yeah,
thing,
I mean
you
that would
know?
be really cool. But I'd also hate that if they don't do anything with it, and that's how the
I'm just
show ends.
spitballing.
No, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! 9.
Well, it could be. I mean, it really could be. I'm of the belief
That
that
question
Yu-Gi-Oh!
will get
9
answered.
That question will get
29
answered this
days.
Sunday night. 29
Wait,
days.
wait till he can say that on Wednesday. This Sunday night.
I mean, it's pretty crazy.
Actually, it's
that
not,
it's
it's Friday
under a
night.
month right
Isn't
there.
that crazy?
It's pretty crazy.
Dude, you remember when it said 230 days?
Yeah,
No.
I remember for a
I don't
while when it said
remember
the
that.
I do.
incorrect number of days.
I blacked that out.
That's right. Can't
Oh,
wait,
jeez,
baby.
That's gonna be crazy.
And you know who we're
Cannot
seeing
wait.
that night?
Who
A
are we
lot of
saying?
great people.
JC.
JC.
Can't believe
if it
it.
happens, of course.
I would.
Oh, yeah,
listen,
yeah,
If,
yeah,
not
throw-
only if it didn't happen, but if this man and it happened and he didn't show up,
Oh my.
we know where he lives.
Well, we do.
We'll go
That's-
out there.
That's true. I want to look up when Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush trademark was announced because I made a video on it. So let me take a look.
Oh gosh.
I remember you making this video actually, and you were like, it might be for a video game."
That's what everybody
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
It was not for video game.
I mean, the fact that the opening had rush, go rush in sevens, it almost implied that it was going to be something
Well,
sevens related.
And then
Yeah.
opening 2 of sevens at the end, it's like, rush, duel, done and go rush, done and go rush. So
Right.
both openings
Yeah.
say go rush in them, which
Oh,
is really kind of a crazy fun fact. I'm trying
Maybe you
to.
should look through the openings here and see if they have a common phrase.
That we might have to, dude.
It's,
That'd be a good-
it's like when you you turn just the record backwards.
And it's just saying, Yu-Gi-Oh! 9 will be.
Calibro, kill your boss.
It's like, whoa, that was
Whoa,
weird.
I didn't want to hear that.
I'm trying to
I
find
should
it.
have never listened to this.
The winning lottery numbers are.
Imagine.
Nick T, you think Quaidule's the final villain?
No, I don't think.
Oh,
I like
I
the
don't think so.
variability we have in the team right now.
I don't
Oh,
think
it's
so.
only going to get worse.
I mean, it's probably, but I don't know. You know, I would be interested to see
What?
is that and it's not gonna happen,
But that doesn't mean we can't hope.
But we can't hope,
Yeah.
or think it'd be interesting.
Now
to
I'm
see.
scared because now I know what you're going with.
It would have taken more groundwork to get here, but there was a lot for a little while of how off Dumamu is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
He's getting into my
To the point where it's like, oh, what if like Dumamo's actually real
We've talked
fucked up?
about we've talked that before.
Yeah.
When that character was giant, I was like, I could see it.
I can see
You know?
You're making my pick feel like, or my crack theory, which is also going to be my pick in this, seem more realistic.
Oh, no.
Say it.
I think that it's going to be the Earth Damar that's going to be the final villain, and there is going to be a way in either if it possesses Dormammu because they're both Earth Damar, or something of that nature, but she'll be involved. So I don't think it'll just be Duel.
Oh, no. You
So-
have a smile on your face.
So, well, because Barrett called me, so I had to ignore it, and then he texted me, "There's a friggin' big bug on the table, dude." But I'm
Now you're
looking-
like bugging out a little bit.
He got you.
Do you see anything? There's no bug, right?
He's looking at the mic thing. you know?
So November 23rd, 2021.
Wow.
What that face is? I look like I saw my.
Oh, wait.
Dude,
I know
wait,
that
hold on.
face.
That's
That
literally almost
face
2
is
years
in
ago.
All of your videos.
November 20. Oh, that's my face. November
No,
23rd, 2021.
face.
So we might be like a week away from JBix or somebody finding a Yu-Gi-Oh trademark.
This
Yeah.
could be
And
it.
that could be the name for Yu-Gi-Oh 9. We could be about a week away from that.
the trademark name,
Wow.
Yu-Gi-Oh 9, the
Hold
story of
I'm,
Otis.
I'm gonna give.
I would-
I'm
Me
gonna
and
give
P
him
would be
30
done.
seconds.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Best 30 seconds of our lives.
Barrett Letty, 30 seconds.
Hello?
Hey, I'm giving you 30 seconds, Uncle Wayne.
Hi, hey, what's going on, man? Did you see there was like a big fucking, I think it was like, it might have been,
Can you not curse on the podcast? I mean,
I just dropped the F-bomb before.
I think there might have been like a prying mantis on
Prying.
on the Bible?
Where's the Bible?
the table.
Oh,
You
where
got wax in your ears, man?
is it near Pete?
It's probably near Pete, you know, knowing the way that guy is.
Okay. No, you said you see a praying mantis. Where's the bug on the table?
Prying mantis.
It was crawling around. It probably crawled underneath one of your computers or something. Dude.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out for the prying mantis. Is there anything else going on?
Yeah, man. I mean, we got Thanksgiving coming up, and I was just kind of wondering, what's something everyone is thankful for?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think it's something important in these troubled times that we should all be talking
It's
about.
got real.
Yeah, it's important, but that's very not on the topic of what we're. And that'll
You're
take.
saying that like we shouldn't take a moment
Yeah, I
to
knew
express
this.
No, you know
gratitude?
what?
That's pretty negative.
No.
He's got a point.
Got a point.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for my friends and family.
Oh, thanks,
What
man.
about you,
Oh.
Pete?
Okay.
I'm thankful to be with all these lovely people.
Yeah, that's
every
great.
single week.
That's great. Dredge.
I'm thankful for everyone in my family's health.
Yes, that's
Like
very
that.
good. Amen. Nick T.
Beer.
Yeah, okay.
I
This
knew
guy's
someone-
shallow. I knew it.
Someone was gonna do it. I thought it was gonna get to Cal.
Calibro.
Oh, I'm just thankful for you guys.
Aw,
very
so
nice.
you're
Wow.
so
Wait,
nice.
Wait, Barrett,
Yeah.
what are you thankful for?
No, it's Uncle
I
Wayne.
don't know about Barrett, but like me as Uncle Wayne,
Me as Uncle-
I'm really thankful for like for fucking smooching, man.
Okay, all right. Uncle Wayne. Have a great night, Uncle Wayne.
All right.
Have a great night.
Yeah, you three.
Okay.
I love this.
That was Uncle Wayne.
He really said
There it is.
smooching.
I mean,
Like,
I
out of all
mean,
the words in
it's
the
a nice
English
thing to be thankful
language.
for.
Yeah,
That's
he's
all
on
I'm
the
saying.
Smooching.
That's Uncle Wayne for you.
Smooching.
He is.
Just the wording is just
He is.
I've missed
something
him.
else.
I've missed him.
He's something else.
And thank you for the warning about the prying mantis. I'm going to keep an eye out.
I love it.
It's Uncle Wayne, everyone. Uncle Wayne. Who, if we do have a Jump Festa thing, might be here. We'll see.
I would
Oh
love that.
Lord.
I don't know if I can handle it in
Oh
person.
Lord.
You met him.
He might
No,
have.
I've-
He
I
might
have
abuse.
never met
He might
Barry.
abuse
Great.
community members again. That might happen.
Oh my
You'll
god.
never.
Just keep him away from a Sharpie.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you. off
Later,
camera.
later.
I was like,
Yeah,
is he
later.
Don't forget whatever that is. Don't forget.
Yeah,
it.
write it
I'm
down.
gonna write it down.
Write it down. Good idea. And then show the.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Okay. I already know where this is going.
Okay.
It's like Nick T's social security number. You
Let's
just write
do,
that.
Wait, how the?
How do you know
There's
that?
3 zeros.
I know where this is going.
let's do some donations.
Identity theft
Oh, that's
is
a good
not-
idea.
Can't wait,
That's a
Kay.
great.
Did I tell you that this poll would be? Well, I said 55-45. I didn't
Yeah.
word it properly.
You did not word it properly.
But Duel versus everybody else, 57-43.
It's close.
So I was,
pretty-
I was
yeah.
pretty much spot.
Kwai
on.
Duel
I know my
versus
community very well.
The field, as they would say
Yeah.
in Calibra's parlays.
That'd be Dredger's parlay.
That's a Dredge joke. Yeah, I'll take that one. That's me.
I mean, I also.
I've seen him
I'll
out there.
dabble.
He's out there in the NHL parlays too. I see him.
Dark Emperor J, thank you for the $2 donation. Random question: with Thanksgiving coming up in the U.S., what is the most underrated food at Thanksgiving dinner? I'm going with bread rolls.
Are you?
Honestly, biscuits are great.
Yeah.
Biscuits.
So
Biscuits is
honestly,
the correct answer.
so
It's bread
honestly,
rolls.
that's probably
Biscuits is
my
That's
underrated.
probably what I
Mine's
meant.
Is that what you
Yeah.
meant? If that's what
Probably.
you meant all out.
Mine's
Yeah,
gonna
probably.
be different from all of yours.
You
because
go, then go next.
No, because most people don't probably have the same.
I-
have this
I
on
don't-
It's gonna be
Thanksgiving.
something
Actually, it might be
random.
mine. Wait.
So we make kibasi sandwiches.
Oh, no.
And
Wow.
we get
Sandwiches.
bakery rolls,
Okay.
and my
Ooh,
grandmother boils kibasi in like a giant
Never
pan
had that on
and like
Thanksgiving.
slow boils it,
Mm,
and we
sounds
make
good.
sandwiches.
But
That's
that
like
could be a
our-
new tradition.
That might have to.
That's like what we have when we first get there, and then we have a big Thanksgiving dinner later.
I like that. That's a good idea.
I'll go
I
next.
love the kibasi though.
Underrated, bro. That green bean casserole just hits different. I'd never eat it any other time of the year, but green
Well,
bean
there's certain things you only eat once a year. That's
Yeah.
it.
I don't
That's
even
it.
eat
That's all you
turkey
get.
then.
Like with the green beans, the cream mush with the frizzled onion. Oh man, that hits different. Underrated. The tea.
I was gonna say biscuit. Like I'm a big biscuit.
A lot of
Yeah,
love.
I love
biscuit.
We got big biscuit guys.
See,
Gotta risk it
we
for
got
the
we
biscuit.
got in a
I
little
don't
bit of a
wanna risk
friendly discussion at work this week about a similar
not?
topic of this, but it was what is your least favorite Thanksgiving food?
Turkey.
And I
I
got
was
a,
at cranberry sauce.
I got a
Cranberry
lot
sauce?
of heat because I don't like stuffing. And so I got
Wow.
a lot of heat,
Yeah, I
a
don't
lot of
either.
heat out there. And I was like, listen, I'll fight everybody off. I was like, this is the hill I'm dying on.
I don't either. So
Turkey and
I
mashed-
think it's very
I
overrated.
would have thought people would have voted cranberry sauce.
Turkey and
honestly.
mashed potatoes
That was up
could
there,
get kicked
too.
off the
Yeah.
table for all I care. Turkey and mashed potatoes could get
So
kicked
no,
off
the
the
problem.
table.
Mashed potatoes are great if they're made correctly.
Nope.
see
A lot of
mashed
times mashed potatoes are very
Nope.
dry.
There's
The other
so
thing
many
is,
better ways to eat a
I
potato.
agree with you, turkey, because turkey puts you to sleep. I eat turkey.
Oh, it's-
Football's on. I pass out with a beer in my hand.
I don't care about.
every
I don't care about the
Thanksgiving.
sleep. I don't like the taste.
what my family does is they actually remove the tryptophan from the turkey and they put it in one of the apple ciders,
There we go.
and then
There it
we're
is.
at the table. and
Dylan
someone-
drinks all the apple
no.
ciders.
You guys play cider roulette
We
too?
play cider roulette,
Yeah.
and then one of the family members in the middle of dinner, just because all that tryptophan concentrated,
You know,
hits
you,
just
you
pass
know
out
what
on
is
the
you know what
table.
is sick, and this is how I know. This is how I know you guys are family. That if you told me that joke, but like you didn't, it was just written down on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Either you or Dean
Or
can
Dean,
make that.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
100%.
100%.
So like that's how I know you guys are brothers.
You guys would
roulette.
look for it. You guys would look for it. Like which one's got the one that's got this in it?
And if Dean was here right now, he'd back you up. He goes,
exactly.
"No, it's a real thing. Like we
Like,
start
yeah,
we
remember
started
that
like
to
5
Michael
years
last
ago."
year, bro?
And the last time, like my aunt Joyce just she went down, and it was bad. And like he would back it up. That's the bad
He would.
one.
He's a very good sport with it. Yeah.
He's a menace.
No, what's
man,
funny is
that's
that
good.
that whole conversation, just so you guys know, Dylan's staring at me with that look. And I knew it. We're all
we know-
talking.
we know the
I'm
look.
looking at him. You were telling me in your head that you're about
Well,
to
you
see some-
inspired me when you were like, "Oh, the turkey just puts me to sleep," and then I was like,
He looks at me and I go,
He
I
thought
just
of
set
it
that
in
up,
that
mother.
millisecond.
I
He's
did.
like, "Let me
Yeah,
let me
I was like,
go
oh,
with this."
No.
I did.
Tryptophan cider roulette, bro.
Oh boy.
I'm into play.
Yeah,
I can't believe like the two of the main courses of Thanksgiving you're just out on.
Yeah, that's
Mashed
pretty crazy.
potatoes and
That's
turkey?
crazy.
I get the turkey mashed potatoes. I don't get.
I like ham. I like mac and
Yeah,
cheese.
ham's
I like
alright.
stuffing.
Do you do ham for Christmas?
I do ham usually.
I
do
do.
both.
No, I do Italian for Christmas.
Oh, we usually do
seven
chicken
fishes.
parm.
We do.
Fish?
No,
Yeah.
we do lasagna on Christmas Day.
Lasagna's
Yeah.
not bad.
And Christmas Eve we do
7 fishes.
We do. No, I don't
You
eat
don't guys
fish.
eat it? Oh,
We
you
but
eat
we
it.
also do. We do
I'm
pasta at
Oh,
3
penne
different types of
pasta,
chicken.
yeah, chicken
Like we do
parm,
a whole like
We
catering style. of
we
food.
also do sometimes a little bit of lobster. So one time of the year.
Oh,
they'll
I'm
have it.
allergic to
Nice.
shellfish, but I
Oh, yeah,
guarantee
you
I
you
love
can't
lobster.
do it.
I
Yes,
love
but
I mean, I could
lobster.
try.
no.
Yeah, it's,
No,
No.
let's not do that. Let's not try.
Who's got a Benadryl? I'd be.
You
fine.
need the whole bottle.
oh, how allergic? Is it
Roll
Benadryl enough?
lozenges, you're gonna need the whole box.
God Almighty.
Ryogan did nothing wrong. Thank you for the $2 donation. Dylan, I did nothing wrong. I was just doing what I believed was right. Well, I honestly think
I believe
what
him.
Revolver did was not wrong, besides trying to set off the EMP in cyberspace.
Which would have caused mass panic and
correct.
led to many deaths in the world.
Many deaths.
Many
Besides that, though, I don't disagree with him.
deaths. Right. Beside the potential mass murder, I completely agree with everything he did.
Aside from like, you know,
No, I agree with him on social media, but yeah, I mean,
Yo,
he went.
that's-
He went
I
about
follow
it.
his Twitter account, but like I don't support everything he does.
you guys got issues. Specifically Dylan.
Crystal Colden, thank you for the 888 Go Rush donation. Appreciate you, Crystal.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
Thank
just
you.
say the episode was good. where I'm still interested in where this arc is going, but I can't get my mind off.
God damn it.
3 new BTR songs with this episode. Then it is not grabbing me. Yeah, I mean, listen, it was an okay episode. We're just kind of looking forward to
There's
next week.
3 new BTR songs in the episode.
No, I think he's
No,
saying
I
if
know.
yeah.
Imagine that.
Wait, the best part is the was not in the donation. That was
No,
just a
no, I
Dylan
just
impromptu.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was.
I just let
No.
it go. I just
No,
let it
no,
go.
it wasn't it.
Dylan had to make it seem like, oh yeah,
I actually checked
Bri-
to see if
Yeah,
it was
no, it
there.
it wasn't.
Brian Ford, thank you for the $2 donation, my man. Pretty okay episode. The duel was uninteresting, but Epok still cheating as we mixed. On one hand, I would have liked the development. On the other hand, I like a good guy cheating in Yu-Gi-Oh! That last 2 minutes was insane, though. Yeah, we kind of said the
Yeah.
same thing. I mean, I think we were all a little negative on the
Or
Epok
it's
cheating,
like watching John Cena hit the ref with a chair.
which honestly
You know
would have
what?
been kind of cool.
That no, it wouldn't at all. That's not John Cena.
I know, but like seeing it once. would've
Let
been
me
cool.
let me equate it in this way, and if we want to stay in wrestling
Here we
terms.
go, let's get
It's
in.
every time we all get together, we get hyped
Oh,
up to
don't
watch a
even
Roman
get me
Reigns
started.
match,
Don't even-
and basically he cheats every time because multiple people interfere.
Goddamn time.
That's
a
basically
perfect
what it
reference,
is.
yeah.
So every time we're about to watch a Roman Reigns pay-per-view match, our entire living
We
room, we're all
try.
standing with the ones.
No,
during his
no,
entrance.
not
I don't know if that's how it
No,
is.
Calibro and Dylan might be.
No, I'm not a Roman Reigns fan.
Do you remember I saw SmackDown? I was sitting front row, and I
did it.
right before
Yeah.
Reigns came out. And I'm very lucky that I got to see him. I texted you, and I was like, you know what? F this guy. I'm not standing for him. I don't know if you watched me, but I'm
Yes, I
I
watched.
can
watched.
see you on
were
TV.
there. Homie, I watched you the whole time. Stand up with the one. And I called you right out, bro. I knew you were in the. And you were like,
It's great too because you're so tall. I
He
can
can see
easily
you.
find you. I'm like,
you
he's
could
right
see
there.
Bree. Bree couldn't be seen because there's a guy with a poster. in front
Bree,
of
I
him.
don't think was standing.
Wasn't
Yeah,
there a
'cause she-
guy near you that was also like really intense about it? That was sitting near you?
Yeah, and he was like yelling at like young kids. No, it was a
Yeah.
little crazy.
No,
No, I
you're
swear to
lying.
God.
That's actually believable.
No, it was.
And
fucking-
you
it was.
and
fucking
it's
He's
crazy.
a tribal
SmackDown?
chief, dude.
Dude, it was. I know.
Respect.
Trash.
Must
what he
stand
is.
for our
Crazy,
tribal
man.
chief.
He's tribal trash.
He's on his island of relevance.
All right. Programmer Yusaku Fujiki, thank you for the $2 donation. Well, I'm happy I get to start hanging out with I again. I really missed him a lot. Yusaku, thank you for the donation. We did learn that these are all Natalie into the Vrains, which makes sense. Because Chapel of Flapple, remember, I didn't know. I thought it was Chapel. It wasn't. For the longest time, we were wondering, who's this name?
See, nobody
donator?
should say who it is. They should just keep this running gag.
Well,
every time.
Natalie, I
all
think
different people.
I beat Natalie in a duel, and then she felt like she had to confess.
That's kind of. I don't know if I'm okay with that. It
Uh,
feels like you extorted her. For
No, I didn't
information.
ask. I would have been fine.
I like the
Chapel,
lore, actually. I like
Chapel
the
really
lore.
wanted to know. Well, she felt like it was like losing with the Ignis on the line, so she had to surrender something.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So she takes her duel seriously. I respect it. And Brian, Angie, again, thank you for your generous donation. Brian, thank you for another $2 donation. I like that during the UDS duel, while everyone was in awe that Phaser put the Joint Tech card in the deck and wondering how he knew to do that, Phaser himself was like, I didn't put that card in the deck. I just decided not to share that. That was a pretty big thing that got
for him to
revealed.
that's
which-
a very phaser move.
It's a very Phaser move, and it also shows how manipulative Duel is, because that's a card that allowed Yuhi to defeat him. So Duel, even at that point in the duel, was okay losing to Yuhi.
He didn't need to win. Then,
Right, right.
Well, that's the
So
thing. Yeah,
he
he
was
knew.
either way
Yeah.
worked for him.
I
there.
like
He's
that
like,
a
if I
lot.
could still overcome him, awesome. If not, I got a contingency plan.
yeah, I like that a lot, actually. Crystal Colden, thank you for another $2 donation. BTR, Another Life Deluxe Thoughts. Shot in the Dark. Great to see it finally officially released. Dream World, at the time of writing, it's still stuck in my head. My Way. Catchy, Learn to Love, great. And Acoustic Weekends, beautiful. Yeah, My Way is a great song.
Thank you.
And now
Oh,
the
damn it.
end is near, and so I
This is your
face
fault, Nick
the
J.
final curtain.
He's standing up.
My
this is your fault.
friend. Okay, no.
Keep
No.
going.
Okay, I can't. But that song, obviously by Big Time Rush, is a great one. So yeah.
I don't know if that's more insulting to BTR or to Sinatra.
I'm curious.
I imagine it's a cover of that song,
It's
right?
probably not at all related.
It's the same name.
Okay, so for a second I thought you were gonna try to fool the audience that Sinatra covered the BTR song.
No. That's what
'Cause
I
I was
thought.
about to
Yeah,
lose it.
that
I was about
would've
to
been it.
lose
That
it.
we called on that one.
BTR did it. Crystal, thank you for the album updates. I gotta check out their new music. I haven't.
You've
checked
been
it out.
saying that. You gotta get
Yeah,
to
I
it.
gotta check
We
it
could
out.
sing it on the karaoke machine.
So we could. Solid snack.
Where
Oh
is that
no.
anymore?
over there.
After the stream.
Oh,
I'm in.
let's break it out.
What?
Thank you for the $2 donation.
Yes.
Can't believe I was so dumb last episode thinking 40 might have something to do with ancient numbers, only to obviously be cards in a deck. I didn't think it. Nobody
No,
thought
you're
it.
not. You're not dumb at all.
Also, big episode. This is the first non-1v1 duel that has all girls and all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, said it during the watch along, said it during the monologue. Really, really cool.
So, the bracelet girls never dueled together?
Are you asking facetiously or you
No,
asking-
being serious.
No. There was never
So you had
a-
4 girls
Yes.
never dueled each other, like in a 2v2.
No.
Never happened.
Definitely not. I don't even think any of them dueled each other.
So they just squandered all of that. Just threw it out.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I know that would have been fantastic.
Okay.
Never happened.
It'll never happen.
I don't think, but like,
Interesting.
unless Chad, I'm wrong. I don't think any of them even ever dueled each other. Like, I don't think Yuzu ever dueled Serena or Serena dueled Rin. I'm
Didn't
trying-
one of them get brainwashed at
They
one
all
point?
did. They all did.
Okay.
They all did.
They all got brainwashed?
They all
That's
did.
a spoiler.
I'm thinking of like a
was that?
specific one.
Sark 5?
Yeah.
I remember you doing a review. There was like a specific one got brainwashed and then like ambushed like 2 of the girls, and then it was a 1v1
Yeah.
duel. I remember you talking about it, and I just don't remember which one initially got brainwashed.
Yeah, I know who it is. I'm not
Yeah.
going to say because I think Dredge wants to watch, but yeah, it's
They all
bad.
got brainwashed?
Can I get a live reaction of you watching Arc 5? I kind of want to see. I want to see the mental deterioration.
How about this? I'll let Dylan pick the episodes that I can live react to.
Oh God.
The one episode with the
There's some great ones.
the stadium,
I mean,
no, with that
well,
guy
you can
has
pick-
that line.
oh, Sergey.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Oh.
idea. Is you pick some good ones and bad ones, and I don't know which is which.
Right.
You
Right.
have to pick that one that Dredge reacts
Jesus. I'd be going crazy with that.
to. It's one of the only times Dylan curses on stream.
Did you really?
He pauses it. I'll never forget
couldn't
that. He
believe
pauses it and he goes, and I'm gonna curse here.
Yeah.
He just goes, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Did he just say that?"
No,
but your face is priceless during that
no,
moment.
really, I didn't. That clip's probably still out there. I didn't remember it being as explicit as it was when I watched it like live in 2015. So when I rewatched it, this character Sergey, like it basically is.
You have so many unintentional, hilarious moments.
But that
Like,
basically is like a euphemism for like.
yeah, 100%
I mean,
it was.
It's crazy.
Your
That's
face is
psychotic.
That clip,
priceless.
is that the clip?
I think it
I'm
is
sure
still
it is.
saved on Twitch.
and
yeah.
and I was just like, what the? I was shocked.
Dak, you absolutely can use that clip.
Holy shit, dude! Excuse my language.
He lost
Oh
it
my
like,
God.
and he was doing those streams at like 11 o'clock in the morning, so it's early on a Sunday,
know.
and he just stops it and does that.
Dude, that's
Crazy shit,
Oh, I
dude.
love it.
Natalie, the Vrain Stan, thank you for the $2 donation. Thank you so much, Natalie. Justice for Mitsuko. Poor girl can't catch a break. Poor girl can't catch a break. Yeah, she
mean,
can't,
she
but
can't.
this space time was better for her because she was not heartbroken by a
wasn't-
man.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the question I want to ask earlier, and I thought of it. If you could completely remove someone's memory from your past,
Wow.
would you?
You know,
don't say, you don't say who it
I
is,
was going to
obviously.
ask this too.
Yeah, that's. I was like,
I was
is
gonna
there
ask
one
this too.
person
I'm
where you're like, no matter what, would you remove? Like, it never happened. Oh, I was trying not to look at Pete. I'm like, I'm gonna look to the right.
For the longest time.
Yes, it was yes.
It was 100% yes. For at least 2 years
Wow.
after my breakup with Sharon, the
Yeah.
first girl I dated,
Yeah.
I would have done anything to
forget
remove
it.
that.
Anything.
Now, though, definitely not.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I'm very
I agree,
grateful
very
for
much
the
agree.
experience,
Yeah.
and it made me the person I am today.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for her and that whole ordeal,
Mm.
I wouldn't be dating the wonderful woman I'm dating right now.
Very true. Well
So
said.
I don't
Well,
look I
what a
don't look
class
back
act.
at that with
Yeah.
any sort of ill will at all. But for 2 years, and that's the thing. She's in that stage, right, with the whole
Yeah.
Yugioh
Yeah.
thing. It's right after. Great question, though. Great question.
I think I would answer similarly
Yeah.
because I would absolutely like it on the surface. You'd be like, "Ooh, it's a couple I could think of."
Yeah.
But then you're like, you know what? But you had quality times with people, and
Yeah.
it shaped who you are now. So like it was worth it, and you take those lessons out. You might have to learn them again down the line anyway. So
Oh,
why
yeah.
do that?
100%.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. Yeah.
You would.
Hmm? It's not who you think it is, though.
Yeah. No, I figured it.
Yeah,
I
it's not
figured
something-
it's nothing romantic. Is it romantic?
No, it is, but it's
Okay.
not. It's not the person. you
Okay,
think it is.
okay,
That
fair.
one did help me grow and become.
Yeah.
a-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
One
I-
other,
I-
one
I
other
would've-
did not. Was
you know,
just,
it-
I
it
would
was
have been
really
shocked
dumb on my part.
if the
and-
first one that you thought he was thinking of. I'd be shocked if you
No,
remembered that one.
no, no.
I'd be pretty shocked.
No,
Not at
I
all.
honestly thought it was going to be a friend. I did not think it was going to be a lover.
No, because like no.
I didn't say it like that.
I know
A
exactly
romantic
who you're
interest.
talking about now. No, like I think that
A
helped me
lover.
kind of become more of like the standoffish part of me, which I'm glad I have in me.
Yeah.
Because
You got that dog in you.
I used to get, and Nick T said this, and it's very funny.
Yeah.
No one liked me in high school. I still don't know why. I don't know what I did.
And I didn't mean that in a mean way.
I
People
like
were-
No,
you
it's
in
just
high
it's
school.
yes,
a lot of
I
people
know
were
that,
really
but it
awful.
was
He mentioned
they
it in a
just
mean
weren't
way.
nice to me.
He did.
But like there was one kid who I used to be really good friends. I don't care. Really good friends with. And now I'm not. But like, and he just treated me like crap. And I just finally was like, yeah, no, I'm not getting treated like
That's
that.
what I
That's not how it
thought. Yeah,
works.
yeah.
Like, and so honestly, like, oh, thanks, Nick T. I appreciate that.
my
But so not even no, not because without that I wouldn't have grown
Yeah.
the backbone.
Yeah,
that
that's
I have.
true.
So,
True.
Fair.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
no,
I think
someone else.
I think I would tend if I had to pick. It would probably be more of a friend.
Yeah, there are
because
people.
that I could just be like, well, fuck this. Like I
Yeah,
could
I'll
deal
deal
without
with
this.
that,
But
yeah.
like anything like romantically, like that helps your journey.
Yeah.
You know, so I wouldn't pick any of that. I think it would be some people I grew up with for sure.
Yeah.
There's things I don't need to remember
Right.
anymore.
Right. Nick T. Cal.
I'm the only one that said yes.
I'm gonna say no.
And I would have bet a lot of money you would have said no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah.
No, because like it. I don't think I learned anything, and it was truly a waste of time.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just the
that's
straight
valid.
about it.
That's
So,
very valid.
And looking back, I didn't think that at first. I was all like messed. Then I thought, I'm like, what am I?
Right.
Why? Like, there's no. It was just time.
Yep,
That's all.
yep,
I
yep,
lost time. in it.
Judge, I'm thinking about it more now because initially I was just gonna say like. I don't even
Sorry, he
wanna
said
know.
it was just a joke. It's okay.
I normally I would I'm like my base answer was just gonna be no, like
Yeah.
there really isn't
Right.
someone.
I'm just being
but-
dead honest. It's
But
just,
there
like
is
it.
definitely times now just thinking of it, definitely lost some time that didn't really
Yeah.
progress me.
No.
Like I had a filler arc there, and it was
I've
like,
had
it
that,
was
this was
definitely
my
not
filler arc
needed.
that I need
It
going.
was definitely not needed, and I know some people or a person at this table is not fond of a person that probably wasted a lot of my time.
I could pick an easy person for your benefit, just to whoop, remove right out of there.
Wow.
Like
Right out.
Like circa 2017.
Oh yeah, I would take it right out, and I'd be like, Cal, you are better off without this. Bye, and I throw that right
I
out.
think you said that when you found out that I was talking to.
Oh my god, I was so angry at you. I was like, what are you doing?
You're like,
What's going on?
Sucks. I was like, yeah. Well, I figured it out the hard way. It's fine. But I didn't
I'm not
really-
gonna lie. I don't remember this one. So I can't wait. I can't wait for after.
I didn't.
podcast.
Yeah, I didn't learn anything.
I can't wait.
I
I'm so
didn't learn
excited.
anything from it. I didn't get much out of it. It was more of like being like I don't know.
It's like tying two cinder blocks just to your ankles and floating to the bottom of the river. That's
Yeah.
basically what it was.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Not needed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. I agree.
Me or no? It's like,
I ignore. I still
like,
don't
yeah.
know if I would do that.
yeah, yeah.
Like I would like wipe the memory of it, but that would be the top contender.
Yeah.
if I had
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
to. Which honestly, over the course of my life, it's
It's not too bad.
seems like I did pretty well.
But
for
it
the
did
most
make a
part.
song out of that, didn't it?
It actually did.
It did
start
inspire a
little bit of
song.
career.
So, you know, that's
Running?
something.
What?
Running.
Running.
Yeah.
Away
from
from
reality,
reality.
running.
Yeah.
We run it.
Dropping that at midnight.
The Nikes.
Run it.
For be at the bagel shop.
Run it. AP make the record drop. Run it.
Honestly, that was
I honestly get that on the karaoke machine.
I will.
We could jam out.
It's
good.
good.
It's just Bluetooth. That you
That
No,
Bora Bora.
no,
I mean, there's
no.
so
No.
That's in the
Baby-
archives.
Baby was goody.
Was goody.
Solid Snack. Thank you for the $2 donation. Also, as of this episode, Go Rush now has more non-normal or generic special summons than Duel Monsters. Duel Monsters has 62, 16 Ritual, and 46 Fusions. And Go Rush has 63 so far, 43 Fusions and 20 Maximums. Cool fun fact from the Data Man Solid Snack. That's actually really cool.
Thank you.
The data man.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You added the data man part, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the Data Man, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I would have, like, which one had more special
You.
summons. I don't know if I would have, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
You probably.
No, next one I can't read. Not Barrett. I already read it.
I got it.
I was laughing during
Is it-
your
is it-
intro.
Who's it from?
It's from
Not-
Not Barrett
not
Letty.
Barrett.
Okay, yeah, you can't read
Yeah,
that
no,
one.
you can't read it.
Can't
You
read that one.
That's TOS.
It's a
Actually,
good.
it's probably not.
Okay,
It's
hold
probably
on.
not TOS, but
Text the question.
Yeah.
I want to know what it is.
Oh,
It's a good punchline.
It has, yeah, it has
It's
to
a
do
joke.
with
It's a
Shaq.
good
it's
punch.
funny. It's just you can't say it.
that'll hit on TikTok, Barrett.
Dude, he's been killing
I
the
don't
game.
think
I don't think it's Barrett. I don't think it's Barrett.
It doesn't
I
sound.
don't
It
know.
doesn't read like him.
It really doesn't.
But actual Barrett Letty TikTok, Twitter videos, killing the game.
Yeah, he's funny.
Killing the game.
Very funny.
He's doing a lot of collabs, and
Yeah.
they're crushing.
Limestone, thank you
They're
for the
very
$2 donation. Dredger back to play.
We wait.
Done. Do you need me to read?
Calamessi.
No, I got it. I'm sorry, I zoned out there. Dredger back to play the straight man to his friends.
Okay.
Like you're gonna straighten us out and keep us in line. That's why I was trying to read that. I was like, what?
What are you trying to say?
People thought their stream froze. That's what they thought happened.
Because I was trying to process it in my mind.
He's like, he stops talking, and then like 5-second pause, and we're like, okay.
Dude, that is so funny. That's so funny.
He's what? He's
Oh
what?
God.
He's playing that role.
I'm not even sure what's going on right now.
Spectre the Tree Hugger, thank you for the $2 donation.
Good. That's good.
Man, I really love
Hippies.
nature and trees, and it's going to be sad to see them go. I can't wait for spring when the trees start blooming again. Hope you guys continue to do well. Thank you, Spectre. When that
Thank you,
at the
Spectre.
beginning of that, I thought Spectre was preparing for the end of the world.
Right, that's kind of what it sounded like.
Yeah, there's no trees
It's
anymore.
all
You-
gonna be gone once the
You wouldn't
CMP
believe
goes
we
off.
used to breathe this air
Holy shit,
about
that's
40
funny.
years ago.
Spectre, thank you so much.
I'm dying.
Appreciate it.
Pioneers used to ride those babies for
miles.
And Space Cowgirl, thank you as well. Got some super chats.
Oh,
You're-
sure do.
Super.
Super chat.
At 9:40, we're gonna switch over to the summaries.
Sounds
I
groovy.
thought
like
you were
a
going to
drive-in
say
movie.
we were going to switch to the karaoke side of the stream.
Burr,
Oh,
burr.
God.
Oh, that's what you were going to say.
Sick, dude. And
Yeah, we could do
the
that.
lights change. And it's like
Well, that's our next After Dark. It's just going to be that.
Oh,
I would do that.
Can be
I
that.
would do it.
I'm in.
Cal,
Best singer,
come
I
on.
wish you would do
I'm
it.
in.
It'd be fun. No, that's not.
That is what
So I continue.
I can wait.
Oh fuck you.
Sorry, Professor.
Ramen Fist has been a member at Rye Yellow for 13 months.
Thank you, Ramen.
Oh,
And
year.
Ramen Fist said, I love gambling decks.
Yeah, the gambling decks are
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I-
idea is fun, yeah.
Yeah, no, I wish like
I like the gambling aspect, not the cheating aspect.
yeah,
I think that's what I'm trying to
because
say.
like if you're in the casino and you cheat, you're
you
going
would-
to the back
it's
room of
not
the
gonna go
hotel
well.
and
They're
it's not
taking
gonna
you out
end well
back
for
and,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just shooting you.
I've seen
What?
20. Was it
You've seen
21?
Casino.
Yeah, I've seen Casino.
Yeah.
I've seen
What,
21.
Cal, who donated that?
Oh, that was
Ramen
Ramen
Fist.
Fist.
So he likes gambling decks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at least you have one thing in common with someone on this podcast. Dredge loves gambling.
This is-
So it works out perfectly.
It's not
There you go.
entirely inaccurate.
Loves it.
That's a fair statement.
It is a fun time.
You guys could talk all about it.
We can.
Thank you, Ramen. Tyler DeBoer has been a member for 2 months at Rye Yellow.
Thank you,
Yerp.
Tyler.
Tyler said, between the acknowledgement of Yugioh's dismissiveness and Epoch's cheating costing her a win, this episode showed we need #justice for Mitsuko.
I mean, Tyler. That was Tyler.
Yep.
He's got the shirt.
He's not wrong.
He's a big Justice for Mitsuko guy.
He's not wrong.
I can get behind Justice for Mitsuko in the sense of, yes, she was probably cheated out of a win. I
True.
can't get behind her for the Yugioh stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, she's in love, man.
Yeah, but it was self-induced.
All
It
you
was definitely
need
selfish.
is
We've all had
love.
crushes.
We've all
Yeah,
had
but
crushes,
that's
but
different.
Yugioh
Let me
didn't
read
lead her
into
on.
every single. Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah,
lead her on.
Yugioh didn't
No.
lead her on.
Yeah, that's one thing
I've
you
been
could give him.
there.
He's
Was he
very
the
cut
ni-
and dry.
Was he the nicest guy? No.
He didn't let her down easy.
He didn't let her down. Easy.
No.
But hey,
But
life ain't
did
easy.
he lead her on? Absolutely not.
Hey, Mitsuko needs Ouija to be like this, so it shapes her character for the future.
Yes, exactly. It's for the plot.
Would you
was a
would you
good
be
send-off.
would you be pissed at the end of the show they got
No.
together?
I would be pretty annoyed. Yeah, that wouldn't.
I don't think
It
so.
wouldn't. I'm on the. It depends.
Would you feel it was earned?
You know what it would be like, Pete? It
No.
would be like the trope of like the right one was there all along, but they don't realize until the end of the movie.
Yeah.
That's not, but Zuijo's not romantic at all.
Yeah.
Not yet. This space time's gonna make him
I'm
realize
sorry,
what's
if a-
precious in life.
If a 9-foot woman throws herself at you and you're not interested,
I would have.
Wait,
Yeah, no, he's got a point there.
wait.
I mean, come on.
The-
I would have jumped. Would have jumped in
I think
so fast.
any man would.
The
He
space.
just swan dive. Hey, you got to be careful.
No, I'm saying in a single. If you're
Got
single,
you. Got
Oh, okay. Good to rephrase that. That
in
was
the,
good. That was
in the
good.
space time, wouldn't it have made so much more sense to do the husband and wife scenario with
would've.
Mitsuko?
But maybe this is.
well, she's trying to move
it's
on.
a desire, but it's also causing
trying
her
to-
pain.
She's trying to move on.
I guess.
She's trying to move on.
Is that basically her sister, the basketball girl,
That's
or
what I- that's
friend?
the
They're
vibe I
they're
got.
the same race.
Right. Because I'm like,
They might, yeah, they
Well,
might.
it's big
Would it-
sister basketball.
okay, well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Would it be messed up if Yugioh
Yes.
got with her
Yes.
instead?
Yeah.
I mean, would that be?
I think
I can see it.
I
I can
do
see it.
believe Mitsuko will end with Spring Heel Jack personally in '91.
Well, that's coming up.
yeah,
Coming up fast.
he's coming up in 6 episodes.
He's springing into action.
So yeah, 2 before the arc finale. Spring Heel Jack showing up.
Yep.
Huge pivotal character. What? How far does he jump? How high?
He can jump like 30 feet.
Yeah, I think it is
Yeah.
about 30 feet.
He's got to reel it in because Mitsuko's not that tall.
No, but he can impress her.
Yeah, he could impress.
You know, and by the way, any girl that sees a man jump 30 feet in the air for her,
That's it, yeah.
any
That
woman-
or a 9-foot tall woman, either one, no matter where you stand, you're like, I'm in. I'm in.
That's why they're a perfect
perfect.
match.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
it all works.
They're swooning over each other.
They're so alluring to the rest of people that they have to be together, otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah. I mean, can you? I mean, if you're a woman and a guy is about to court you and he jumps in the air 30 feet, I mean, that's got to be so attractive.
I don't think you understand how high 30 feet is, too. Like, that's actually terrifying. 30? Bro, that'd be over this house almost.
Well, it'd be 3 basketball hoops stacked on
yeah,
top of each other.
I see a 9-foot woman and I'm like, wow, she's tall. That is an exception.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I would be
more height.
Dredge. I'd be pretty friggin' impressed.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Like-
what?
We may have to bring a woman on the podcast to ask her opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I think we're viewing it differently.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I agree with you. I think we are viewing it differently.
I'm with you. I'm in there,
impressed.
and some woman comes in, jumps 30 feet. I'm like, I gotta know more.
Of course.
Like, I'm taking this woman out.
Of course.
Have to know more.
Your bones must
Shut-
be incredibly strong.
Next, Tony.
Right? Am I wrong?
You know you're right. You're right. Because like then when she lands,
Yeah.
she's
the
still
landing
intact.
is the hard part.
Yeah. That means she drank a lot of milk as a child.
Maybe.
Right. Like calcium pills.
Yeah.
Calcium pills?
Yeah.
I was,
That's what the older people take.
True.
They don't like milk.
Philip Rosewood has been a member at Slifer Red for 28 months.
Thank you, Philip.
Oh,
Thank you so much, man.
Philip said, "Hi guys, it's been a while.
It has been
doing
a minute, dude.
I'm doing good. Nice episode. Hyped.
Yeah, good.
Glad you're
Philip,
doing well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
just want
glad
to say,
you're
like,
doing
we
well.
treated like that.
Absolutely.
He was here last week. It's been weeks since Philip's been
It,
here.
It's been a long time, Philip. I'm just happy to. I think it was before.
Oh,
You okay there?
Man down, man
The
down.
Praying Mantis.
it's in his throat.
I think it was before my surgery. The
Was
last
it
time
actually?
that Philip was here, I think so. Yeah. So, Philip, it's good to hear from you, man. I'm just happy you're doing well. Thank you for being a member again. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much, man. You're the best.
Oh, Dill, in reference to your surgery, this is a really random thing that I probably don't need to say now, but I'm gonna forget if I don't say
Classic
it
Al.
now. When I was listening to WFAN today,
Yeah.
they were talking about polyps,
Really?
ironically
Wow.
enough, and then the guy's like,
But not on
he's
your
like,
throat.
I knew he was
Well.
going to say it. I looked at you and you
Well,
didn't know.
he goes-
knew he was going to say
he
it.
goes, do you even know? He goes, do you even know how to spell polyp? And all the guys spelled it wrong. And he goes, it's POLYP, and they're like, oh,
Well,
polyp.
that sounds about right.
But like they were like POLLUPS.
Honestly, like, I would think 2 L's at first. I'd be like,
I would.
It's a
I would-
Tricky word.
Yeah.
I learned
I've
in
seen
school,
it.
so-
Right, I was gonna say.
But
you.
it was just really funny because I'm like all the times I'm going back to the office, so I'm definitely listening. I'm
Yeah.
in the car and
there's
they're talking
so
about
many
polyps.
other radio stations, dude, to listen to. I mean, you make tons of money, dude. Buy yourself some serious, like, just
my car
listen to
doesn't have that.
Listen to something better, dude.
My car
You
doesn't
could buy a
either.
receiver for it.
I don't have that kind of money.
Oh, this guy. He acts like it's not even that much money.
It's a lot. I got to subscribe
No,
to
you
my
see,
boy over here.
no,
you know?
this is. You see what he's done? You see what he's done? Because even Vree had it on before. You see what's happened?
Oh yeah.
We got
Stop.
5 from Nick Schoner.
Thank you, Nick.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
Nick.
you, man.
Hi guys, it was an okay episode. I
let
feel
him
like,
do this?
but my question is, will Kawhi Duel versus Udius be a no result since Kawhi Duel won't have a full deck? He only has 39 cards.
It's a good question. I don't think.
39.
No,
Well, I guess they're saying 40. Udius is the 40th.
Yes, that's what they're saying.
That's
Well,
what the
no,
implication.
I don't think he's counting Udius.
No, Udius
Right.
didn't get beamed up.
Yeah, so he
I
might
think
not.
he purposely left
But
him out
Udius
there.
was one of the 38 that was awake. It's not like that
Yeah.
38 number wasn't counting Udius.
Yeah.
Right. It would have been 39 otherwise.
So he left Udius alive to beat him to become the 40th card. Just kind of just like, I want to
Yeah.
prove I could beat you.
It's definitely intentional. I don't know the reason for it. I don't think it'll be a no result because that would imply that his deck is like illegal, and then the duel I just think wouldn't start. So I wouldn't. I don't know how I'd feel about a no result. I think we will have a definitive win. No results are also very rare in
And
the
hard
Rush
to pick,
Yu-Gi-Oh
yeah.
era. I mean, I'm trying to think of no results. We've definitely had them before, but I'm having a hard time even thinking of one.
And
Sevens or Go Rush.
I don't think there was one.
Maybe there wasn't one. I thought we had at least one no
I
result.
can't, not that I can remember.
Yeah, we may not have even had one. Twins versus Yugioh.
That was a draw.
It was a
wasn't it?
draw. I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah. Yeah. So
It was
I
mutual destruction, I believe.
Mutual.
yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
HJ
don't
Faze
know.
made a point. That was kind of where my thought went, was maybe he has like a special darkness card that's his 40th card. So he needed the 39 people, his opponent, and then he has a 40th darkness
Yeah. Right.
card.
He could be the 40th
Yeah.
himself. Yeah.
himself could also.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah, but Nick, great idea, and I mean, we'll see what happens, man. Very exciting.
Oh, we got $2 from Tyler DeBoer.
Thank you, Tyler.
And Tyler said, "No cheating. Mitsuko wins over Yuumu. Stonks up."
Stonks.
I can't agree with that.
agree
with
No, because it's not a one-on-one.
No.
So even if Mitsuko and Big Basketball Hoop won this duel, I couldn't say that Mitsuko beat Yuumu.
No.
Yeah.
They beat her as a team, and Epoch. No, so
No.
that I can't agree with that.
Okay.
Nope.
But did Epoch
agree
and
with
Yuumu need to cheat to win? Well, yes, Epoch cheated.
Technically, yeah.
Yes.
She cheated. A
Yeah.
lot.
But I mean, Yuumu was dragged down by Epoch in that duel.
Yeah.
So
Handicapped by her partnership.
Yeah.
Man.
yeah.
I also was kind of under the impression that like we were going to start shedding the box and like having her out there, you know, and then just
My Epoch stock.
Sell.
I mean,
Yeah.
my lord.
Big sell.
you selling that harder or phaser harder?
I'm selling Epoch.
Yeah.
Just checking in.
Phaser was a little better.
Check it
I
in.
might be holding my phaser.
Phaser has some
Hold,
like redemption.
Oh, I'm holding some
feel
phaser
to
stock.
him, you
I think
know?
there's some in there.
Yeah, I think so.
I sold some high, and
Yeah.
now I'm
It's like at
sitting.
5% a share, you know,
Yeah.
5 cents, and you're like, this might go up.
Yeah.
I might get this.
Yeah. Penny stocks.
penny stock.
Jordan Belfort.
Sell me this pen.
Yeah, sell me this.
That
man.
movie, I rewatched that whole movie like about 3 months ago.
Great movie.
It's a movie. It's an
It's-
experience
it's an
to
adventure.
rewatch that thing. It's like 3 hours. It's
yeah,
crazy.
it's a long time.
It is great though.
Oh, it's a
It
great
is
movie. But it's
great.
just like you're sitting there like, wow, they made this.
They made this.
They made this
Is-
whole
is any of
damn
this
movie.
is any of this strictly speaking legal? Hell effing no.
Dude, I love that. It's a great movie, but like you get frat brothers across the country took the complete
Oh,
wrong
yeah.
message from it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, yo, I got to do this.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
no.
No.
Well,
No.
And also you can't.
The meme stocks, GameStop, AMC,
Well, that's
Wall
Doge.
Street Bros.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Some people did. Some
Well,
people
But I
were.
know, but that stuff
Some
is
people
illegal.
didn't get
Like
out
with
when
the
they should.
people, the Robin Hood people, like us doing that, getting in on that. You making a good chunk of change doing that.
I didn't make that much. money.
Isn't illegal.
Right. Oh, right. I guess I didn't watch Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh,
I
that-
thought it was
Imagine
all-
though,
Watch it?
if
We're
we
gonna have to
No,
sit
I
down
didn't.
and watch.
if
it.
we got into
It teaches a very
GameStop
valuable
early
financial
on.
lesson.
Not just financial.
Not just financial.
A lot of lessons.
There's a
lot of
lot of
lessons.
things to be learned. We got $10.01 Canadian from Pick Rick.
Thank you, Pick Rick.
Pick Rick says, first all-girl tag duel. Though the team of Yuumu Epoch seemed weird considering they haven't had one conversation before. Like, if you needed another
true.
girl who has a connection with Yuumu, why
Manya.
not Manya?
Manya, nya,
I
nya,
said
nya,
it.
That's
nya.
what we all,
Stars.
we've
I
all,
know,
we've all
said it.
agreed with that.
Yeah.
Now, granted, for me personally, I don't know if that would have helped the episode.
Oh,
I mean,
no, it might not.
but it would have made
No,
more
but
sense.
I think,
It
I
would
think,
have made more
I
sense.
think
it would've.
anything you put Manya on the other team at least.
I know. I want them to. They were best friends. I want to team up.
No, but like the way I thought of it was like if Manya and
She doesn't know where she
Mitsuko
is.
switched roles.
Yeah.
Manya was a director's chair and Mitsuko was a giant actress. And they were both just in the completely wrong thing, but
Okay.
they're together
I can see
because
that.
she's the director's chair and everything like that. It would at least make sense to have the Yuumu Manya connection against each other.
I will say this.
Mokita Mbembe would have shed tears.
He would have.
Mokita
When all the people
my
got
bully's back.
beamed up, all the people got beamed up as the
Mokita
cards, right, as part of
Mbembe.
Quaiduel's deck.
Yeah.
I thought it was an insult to all the other people that got beamed up that Manya and London were beamed up. That seems like, why are we using them as material? What are we doing?
They're throwaways.
It's an insult to everybody else.
Well, every deck's got a weak spot.
Yeah.
No, really, every deck's got a spot.
if you had to
can't-
describe London as a card, what do you think he would be? Is he a spell? Is he a trap? Is he a monster?
Trap.
What is he?
He's very deceptive.
He's a trap.
He's probably
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow's got use. He's probably like
Marshmallow's actually got really
that Bad Eyes monster card, 500 attack, 400 defense, vanilla, no effect.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
Or is that horse, that Sunichoko horse with the tongue sticking out? Yeah, it just, come on. Give me a break.
It's ridiculous.
It is. It's stupid.
Ichika Nozomi has been a member for 23 months at
Thank-
Slifer Red.
Thank you so much.
Manya Yellow, this episode was mid. Beyblade is better.
Now, I haven't seen Beyblade.
I
Nick,
have
you're a
not
big
either.
Beyblade guy?
No, I have not watched Beyblade.
What is
in
Beyblade? Oh, the
probably
little things
20
that you
years.
throw at each other.
Let it rip. I haven't watched it since like.
Let it
Oh,
the-
did they
rip.
have like stuff monsters come out and fight and stuff? in
Maybe.
these
I
things?
haven't seen it.
That sounds familiar.
They
Yeah, I've
still
never
sell,
seen it
I think,
either.
decently well.
Bro,
Probably,
AOT
yeah.
ended last week, by the way.
Yeah, I
had to-
know.
I had to address that. Real quick.
I figured you were
Oh,
still sad about
Attack on
that.
Titan.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Now,
Had
Oh.
ended well.
without
on
spoilers, did it
Titan.
end well?
Attack on Titan is #1 anime.
Okay, there
I've
it is.
ever watched.
All right.
Wow.
All right, at least it wasn't like, oh my god, what a terrible
So
ending.
they just changed a couple lines in the ending, and it makes it like I didn't read the manga. I had to Google it, but I saw what it would have been and what it was. It's so much better the way they did it. They say
It makes a difference.
They made
Yeah.
it actually like a real ending.
We see it all the time.
Yep.
You saw it in Yugioh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Somebody's mom. You know?
Yeah.
It's all that.
But
Change
yeah,
the whole perspective
one
of
of
what
these
you
days,
thought.
if you guys get the time,
If I
trust
get the
me,
time,
watch
yeah.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'd recommend Haikyuu. First.
You already got me into
I know. I got P into
Well,
Haikyuu.
Nicole
No,
did that.
Nicole, you know that Nicole. You were taking a nap during that time, or yeah, you were taking a
He
nap.
was napping, and they went
We
to get
went out,
food.
me,
It was
Cal,
before the
Dad.
Halloween party.
And Nicole's with Pete and goes, "Oh, let's watch Haikyuu." It puts the first episode of Haikyuu on. Pete's like, "It's pretty good."
She wrote me right in.
No,
Pulled
it's,
me right
it's
in.
a good show. You saw the episode where
Shut up! Shut up! You did it. You did it 3 weeks ago when I was here. Don't do it again
Judge.
because you're saying the wrong name.
Judge,
Yes,
I
sir.
did convince Nicole that I'd seen the show though when I started dropping
You said
names
Tanaka.
of the characters.
Yes,
You're
right.
sick.
As I said, you would be Tanaka.
I've always
You
said
feel
this
good
guy's a
lying to a
manipulator.
woman?
Oh
You feel
my!
good?
okay.
All right, Pick Rick
thank you,
donated
Pick.
$5.01 Canadian.
Thank you, Achika, for the
Thank
membership.
you.
Pick Rick donated $5.01 Canadian.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Pick
Pick
Rick.
Thank you,
Pick.
Pick.
Thank you.
Epoch cheating is one thing, but Yumu being okay with it is another.
True.
Not trying to slander her, but I thought Yuamid would have principles
Oh,
like her
Oh,
bro.
hey.
That was
Unnecessary.
not a Cal edit. That was in the.
That's unnecessary.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
That might be a tech. It's
What's
close.
Yumu gonna do? I mean, what's she gonna do if she tells Epoch not to cheat? She's gonna lose the duel. They're not gonna
But
get
at
her
least you
quite-
have her
Get-
pride and honor.
But who cares?
Epoch doesn't
Get
lose
out
to
of
anyone.
No, really. Get out
Yeah,
of the
who's who,
space
yeah.
time as quickly as possible. It's all about
Exactly.
winning the duel.
Pete-
Yumu
Exactly.
knows that. Who cares?
By
No,
any
really.
means necessary.
By any means necessary. Exactly.
no, but
Sometimes you got to be dirty.
No, but it's so
Whatever
true
it
because
takes.
Whatever it
if
takes.
Yumu says to Epoch, "Hey, don't cheat," they lose the duel, and then we're still stuck in the
Right.
space time.
Yep.
So how does that help anybody?
You got to get out of the space time.
And
Doesn't.
that means we wouldn't
You
have
gotta
gotten
get it.
through it by 85.
This-
Dylan would have been sad.
This isn't, and then the show's ruined. This isn't a tournament. This isn't like Yumu encouraging it. It just is
That's
what
fair.
it is.
That's fair.
And how about you want to call Yuamid, you want to call Yumu Yuamid? How about we go after Udius, who keeps
Thank you.
encouraging the
Thank
cheating?
you.
Woo!
That's exactly
I mean,
what I was
really.
going to say. Trying to cover up to the point where Yumu was like, okay, like she didn't even go yet. When he's calling out, oh, she's going to get a 6. So you're recognizing the cheating,
Yeah,
and
let's-
like Yumu's at least trying to play it like,
Right,
maybe
let's call
it's
out
not.
the person who taught the
Yeah.
cheating.
And you're the teacher.
Right.
Have some respect.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you
So,
doing?
I mean,
The
to call out
student's
Yumu for
performance
that-
is reflected upon the teacher.
Yeah, to
getting
call
his
Yumu for
certification
that's
revoked
crazy.
now.
I'm gonna say it. UDS more like UDS. in this
Nah,
episode.
It's a little
In-
far.
He tried.
In
He
this
tried.
episode. In this
For
episode.
real.
It's a little far.
Oh boy,
Is it far though?
crazy.
It's
For
better
this-
than Yuamid.
For this episode,
All right.
I think it makes sense.
We got
All right.
$10 from Colin Cleaves.
Thank you, Colin.
Kwaidu really gives me zone darts vibes with how far ahead he has planned all of this. And if he keeps this pace going, I think we can start to involve him in the conversation of top Yu-Gi-Oh villains.
Depends.
Yeah, I mean he's. I mean, you look at it this way, right?
He's
You
got a good
compare
trajectory.
him to Bridge villains. He's obviously going to be number 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you compare.
Gallup's tough depending on the way. I mean, his
I am
Kwaidu's like figuring. He was the narrator. That
the
aspect
narrator.
Yeah.
is pretty. But
I mean,
don't know.
I mean, I then okay. So then you want to include Vrains
Yep.
and Arc 5. I mean, I think the only one from either of those shows that if everything ends well, that I would probably have ahead of him is Lightning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he kind of won.
I don't know Arc 5, but I would say
So,
Lightning,
but
yeah.
but then you're saying like, okay, he's maybe top 2, maybe top 3 best villain of the last 4 Yu-Gi-Oh
But then if
shows.
you go to those first, I don't know.
well, not GX, but yeah, the DM is very good.
Yeah,
I think,
no, I'm saying like, but even GX had 1 or 2 villains that I enjoyed.
But
yeah, Yubel
but
was-
think of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys, you and Dylan know more.
Yeah.
But think of it in the context of the way the question is written. Planning from
Oh,
like
from
the
a
beginning,
planning
like for
standpoint?
long.
Yeah.
So not just like,
No,
hey,
I-
a great
I-
villain that came in, like someone who
Yeah.
had it on lock for a long time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess from that aspect, they'd be pretty high up there.
Yeah.
I think no one else, like, because most of the other villains were like Zone Darts. I'm trying to think, yeah, like his Maricon was just crazy, just kind of.
Well,
Yeah, he was crazy.
I mean, he was
but
crazy.
But that sadistic cycle.
Yeah,
but
that's his Yami
look
side,
in
yeah.
that-
I'm saying
oh
he
my-
wasn't just that.
No, he
No.
wasn't. No, he had some.
Well,
planning,
Yami
but it-
Marek was.
Yeah.
Yes, Yami
Right,
Marek
because there is a
was-
difference
there's
between
100%
Marek
is
and
a
Yami
difference.
Marek,
The same
yeah.
way with Bakura.
Yeah, Yami Bakura is another crazy one. Yami Bakura did a lot of planning. Actually,
he did a lot of planning.
Yami Bakura
yeah.
might be in that conversation.
He was out there cooking.
He was.
But yeah, conversation for top Yu-Gi-Oh villains. Perhaps if it ends well. I mean, again, I don't even think he's going to be the final boss. If he ends up being the final boss,
Then yeah.
then probably. And the redemption is maybe not there. Then probably, or done in a good way.
We'll see.
So not there. Got it.
TBD.
I think you can make the case. I think he's going to probably end up being the best villain of the Bridge era so far. And then
Yeah.
if you rip the curtain back to Vrayans, he's there. Arc 5, he probably clears everyone in Arc 5. Vector and Z, then it starts to become a real debate. But I think he's probably on that trajectory, Colin. Yeah. Very quickly, 80 and 81 summaries are up.
80 and 81.
85 and 86 summaries are up.
You can
Calculated
change the
them in check.
labels.
Son of a gun.
All right. Nixie, would you like to read?
I would love to, bro.
Those are small. Holy shit.
Episode 85, Space Time Classroom. Yuhi and you're nudging it, bro. Yuhi and others wake up in an unfamiliar classroom. Gathered in there are the 39 people who have realized the truth about Quaidual space-time. Meanwhile, Udius and Quaidual are outside the classroom. The two of them begin a duel with the freedom of the 39 people trapped in the classroom at stake.
That doesn't sound safe.
That doesn't sound
No,
safe.
not at all.
It doesn't sound like a safe classroom. It sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Oh, okay.
Yeah, confused. at first.
Episode, I was like, I've never heard of any of these characters. I was like, oh, wait, okay. Episode 86, Kotatsu War. Ange, Liam, and Karen are now following Phaser around and calling themselves the Phaser Girls. They've been like this ever since the Quaidual Spacetime was created, having been robbed of his secretaries. Tremolo challenges Phaser to a duel with the MIK commander position at stake. Thus begins what is known as the Kotatsu War.
So when you told me it was that duel, that is not what I expected to yeah.
Right.
That makes me actually kind of to that duel.
Yeah.
But
Well, let's make our picks for Udius Quaidual, and then we'll discuss.
I'm intrigued.
We'll make our
I gotta vote. I gotta pick this one. Do I pick with my heart or what's gonna happen?
You pick with whatever
I'll
you
pick
want.
my heart.
You pick whatever you pick.
However you pick, you can pick.
Now I gotta read this line that Nick T put in again.
Great line.
God Almighty.
Hey, technically, Nick T didn't think of it. He just rewrote it.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'll never be ready for this.
I'm gonna be.
Big duel.
I have a feeling
So
it might be 1-4
dangerous,
here. Actually,
like
no, I
a
think
bad girl.
one person's coming with me. Three of you are going.
She's so dangerous.
I feel like me and Peter usually the one
Yeah,
that's
you
like-
know, I'm just. You know what? I'm.
Now
I'm
Pete's pre-changing.
caution the win, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
3,
yeah?
2, 1, send.
Oh, he went for it. Why he did 1-3-2.
This is literally.
Wow.
Caution the
What
win.
Sick.
I've never seen a split like this.
We might
2,
have done it
2,
once or
1.
twice. Once or twice.
Nick T, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I had
Yeah, I will. I picked Quaidual to win.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about in previous conversations regarding this, this is like the first big duel for a potentially huge villain. Whether it's the final villain of the show or it's the villain of the arc, we're a little more than halfway through the arc, and this is a huge duel for this character. he loses now. I feel like he loses a ton of momentum, especially because this past episode was described as godlike, and is using the the characters that we are surrounded by as cards. And yes, like, oh, then how would they get freed? I think that's a problem for a later episode, because I think right now he needs to hold on to them. I think this is this new deck that he's crafted. He's workshopped this plan, obviously. I think it'd be too soon for him to lose.
It's fair.
Too big to fail.
Cal, you want to go?
Sure. Before I read this summary, I was set on picking Duel. I took Yugioh.
Okay.
For the level of stakes in this duel is by far like the highest stake I feel like we've had potentially in this show. The freedom of 39 trapped people in the classroom. To me, that's like, I don't know. It's Yugioh or draw no result if I see that. Like, something happens where the duel doesn't finish, or they draw and there's no freedom, but Yugioh isn't captured, or something like that. I don't know what it is, but with the people trapped, and maybe I'm just looking at this in the wrong light, and it's going to be Duel because he needs that rise in power. I mean, I feel like they've already showed him as a god, so he doesn't. You don't have to fear him. There's nothing more you need to fear him if you're in their shoes.
Fair.
But I'm taking Yugioh. I'm not really thrilled about the pick in either direction, to be honest. And even the next episode saying that Ange, Liam, and Karen are still following Phaser around, and it started with the space-time, makes me think there's a chance that Duel space-time isn't over. But my thought more of is it won't be over because the only people that could be out of it were the people that were beamed out, right? And Yugioh, there were the 40.
Fair.
So I feel like they still have to take another step before that just goes away. That being said, picking Yugioh, not really excited about it.
I'll go.
Fair.
I'm picking Yugioh. I'm more confident about it than Cal is. Doesn't really matter. But I feel pretty decent that Duel is not going to win. If I had to pick a secondary pick, it probably would be draw no result. But I just can never pick that anymore, because every time I do, I never get it
You
right.
get burned.
I think Duel can't win just based on the 86 summary. Like, let's not overthink what the summaries are telling us here, guys. I mean, the summary is saying that Phaser and Tremolo are able to duel. Well, right now, we know Phaser's trapped in a deck box in the sky.
Why can't he duel in the deck box?
You think that's where they're going to duel?
Maybe.
Why can't? Why? Just give me a reason why they can't.
Well, I don't think they have their decks with them. They're trapped.
Their decks are always on them. What do you mean?
Are the 3 girls also in the deck box?
See that's where you can give me some ground. You can gain some ground on me. But there's no thing that says they can't duel in there.
But I would be very surprised if they can duel in there.
I don't know that I would.
I'd be very surprised. In my opinion, being transformed into a card in a deck box is similar to being carded, where you're now. Although they did duel in the carded world. But
yes, but I disagree in the sense that yes, maybe like in one hand in the duel, yes, I guess there's cards, but like they're in what is described as a classroom in this world.
Yeah. I mean, the world in the preview is just a white room.
Yeah. So I don't know why it's a classroom, but
Yeah.
maybe we have to see more of it to really know. But.
Well, that's assuming they're still in the box in 86.
What's
And
the
I don't think they will be.
Yeah, true.
I don't think they will be. I just think that they're not going to duel in the deck box. I think they're going to get out of it. Maybe Duel wins and he releases everyone. I don't know why he would do that. Yugioh hasn't had a big win in about 20 episodes now. I mean, he really didn't have a marquee signature win in the last arc. Duel, everything he's done has not been through dueling. It's been through outside manipulation. He purposely lost to Yuki. You can make the argument when he was dueling as Yugioh at the end of last arc. Him losing here could very well be another, plan that he wants to initiate, or another step in the plan. So I just think Yugioh is going to win based on the 86 summary, and we'll see what happens. Dredge, you want to say your pick?
I voted with my heart, not with what I thought was going to happen. I took Duel. Here's my issue with it. Right now, if Duel is not my final villain, I think I'm okay with him losing. If he's my final villain and you hype him up and he just loses.
Yeah.
What was the point?
Sure.
I just won't like that. I'm not a
Because
fan
then
of
he'll
that
probably
writing.
never win.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, I don't think he's the final villain, but
no,
yeah.
and hey, if he's not, and they can bring me in a new villain that works, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
But my issue is this guy. So this guy, all we're saying is he loses. He was just great at manipulating stuff. That's it.
Well, he's like Otis.
Terrible duelist. And we did a draft, and did you or did you not pick him in your draft?
I did pick him 5th. Yes.
5th out of how many duelists are in the show?
There's probably about 30 or 40.
Oh, so he was 10th overall out of 30 duelists.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Tough opponents.
Wow.
Wow.
That's yikes. But no, I for my love of villains, and I know Pete will back me up. I want Kwai Duel to win. I would love if Kwai Duel wins. I do like Pete's pick though. I think a draw here with Kwai Duel saying, okay, you didn't lose to me this time. I'll free them for now, kind of thing. And because again, there are still people in the space time in '86. Right? There's still so maybe the space time he redoes the space time or something like that. So there's some weird thing like that. Not confident in my pick. I think I just really want Kwai Duel here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I really want it.
I want it.
I'm probably like 50. I'm like 58-42 that it's Yugioh, but I won't like if it's Yugioh. I agree he needs a win, and that's what makes my decision so hard. If Yugioh didn't need a win and won recently, and his stock was higher, and he'd been doing good stuff, he can take a loss. You're right. He really can't take an L here, but I don't think Kwai Duel can either. So, and Pete, we're going over to you.
Smart. Good transition.
I picked draw no result.
Can't blame you.
I
Bold
was
strategy,
very strongly wanting to pick Yugioh because it just feels obvious because of the stakes. I have to stop
good steak.
thinking in some ways about gallop shows and have to think in terms of bridge. And bridge could easily have a draw no result here and also write a way around that all those characters are safe and fine. I mean, they've done it a million times with different things, right? So I could see us still getting out of the space-time where something's broken and those people are safe, so you take away the threat, the stakes, but we also don't get a loss for either of these people, particularly Kwai Duel, because I think it does determine if you believe he's the final villain or not, because I am in the camp I believe is the final villain.
Yep.
You can have him lose here again and another arc that's not even the arc finale, and it's like, well, what are we doing here? You can't retread the same thing and be like, next arc, well, I meant to lose because here's this other plan that you can't keep doing that.
Well, you did that with Otis.
You're ready.
What
You already pulled it once
Well,
here.
yeah,
You can't keep
exactly.
doing it. Well, yeah. When you always support my argument with that because Otis was a terrible villain.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying. No, I agree. I'm not arguing against.
I have more faith in them that this can be a very interesting result, and I took a leap of faith, and I believe it's going to be
I
drawn a
kind of
result.
hope Pete's right.
I hope so,
That would
too.
be the best case.
Yeah.
I hope so too. Yeah.
It is the writing the way that happens.
I hope Pete's right, or I hope Kwai Duel wins. Those are the two that I hope for.
Dill voted so he'd be happy no matter what. He's like, I'll be happy with it.
Yeah, well, no. I wanted to vote what I genuinely felt. And I genuinely felt just because of the 86 summary. If the 86 summary wasn't there, I probably would have picked Kwai Duel. But the 86 summary, to me, tells me a story that they're going to be freed and they're going to interact with these 3 Tremolo girls, and that can only happen if Kwai Duel is not successful in this duel. But I mean,
is that necessarily the case?
well, we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we've
Could he
seen things all the
lose and- Or
time.
could he win and be like, let's restart the...
He could. Now, remember, the Kwai Duel space-time started on a loss.
Right.
So, like, Yugioh defeating him does not also mean that, the
Right.
space-time is
That's
over.
why I also could see a
Yeah.
draw no result just being like, oh, he escapes and those people are safe for
Yes.
now and the space time's over.
The episode 87 title we also have. The 87 title is What Will You Do, Yugioh? So that is the 87 title.
So you purposely withheld that until
We
after
don't.
the
I actually forgot it was even there. But no, I
So
don't
you
think-
influence the decision.
I mean, if that
you knew that going into it.
I forgot. No, I genuinely completely because I would have put it. I always put the title if I remembered. So I mean, yeah, kind of ominous. I mean, I don't know what that implies. If it implies anything, I don't really think it does.
Doesn't.
Just
It
that
doesn't,
Yugioh will probably have a big choice. You know, that's it.
What if the choice is
join Kwai Duel.
Dredge, I want you to be with me on this one.
I know.
What-
I'm ready.
What if the choice is, regardless of how this duel goes, that the plan, the next phase of the plan for Duel is revealed of like, I got Yuhi, bro. I got him. And now Udius has to make the decision of like, shit, am I going to fight my best friend? Do I gotta potentially hurt this man to save everybody else? So I can see that being like the decision that goes into the next arc or something.
Yeah,
like
that would be cool. That would be cool. Yui's a wild card still. He really is. Yeah. We'll get back to super chats.
Can't forget about Yuhi.
Yeah, yeah.
He's basically the main character of the show.
All right, Udius is Yugimoto. What? Duel is the Yu-Gi-Oh word.
Because he is
Let's see.
Yukio himself.
And if it does happen to land on its side, Pete,
Draw no result.
Actually make it land on the side. That'd be great.
Not when he catches it.
That's cheating.
it is Yugimoto.
So it's Udius.
AKA Udius.
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 Chat very split. Udius 53, Duel 33, draw no result 12.
I'll take 12%.
Yeah, very split.
Take it.
That's pretty high for draw no result. And I mean, you say that, who wins? Does Udius win or does something else happen? 53-47. So it's pretty 50-50 from that perspective.
You right. Yeah. All right. We got $5 from Shark Messiah 101.
Thank you, Shark. Appreciate you.
Is it just me, or does it seem Yuga might have been excluded from the space-time world? Wonder if there is a purpose to excluding him from this prison.
He was, I think, definitely excluded because I feel like he would have been mentioned if he was not excluded.
Where's he at?
I forgot he was even in the show.
He was the
No, really. These last 7 episodes, I've forgotten about
Well,
him.
he
Nope,
was
we haven't.
He
It's
was Yuna's
crazy.
husband.
Who?
Yuga.
Where
Yuga.
was he last?
He was Goha Yuna's husband in
No,
her false.
No. Where he really was, correct me if I'm wrong, is I'm pretty sure he came back after the whole phaser business. He was 3 feet from Goha Yuna. They didn't have a conversation. They turned around and this man dipped. He dipped.
Hey.
He is the
Can you blame
ultimate
him?
runner.
When I dip you
Every
When
time.
did when was
He's a
that?
runner. He's a
Episode
track star.
64, 65.
Remember the weird when Phaser did his whole dragon phase
Yeah,
that
that
you
was
laughed
hilarious,
at?
yeah.
That episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been
That's a bad look.
he's been gone for like 20 episodes.
He's
now.
I'll say it. He's an absentee ancestor. He's not great. I mean, he's out here always dipping.
well,
Well, he's like a butterfly in the past. You don't want to step on him. It'll
You know-
change the whole
yeah, but you know what? He's already done
butterfly
enough of that. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, he
He's
wants
been
to
doing
stay
it.
out
No,
of it.
I want to be that guy.
But
But I'll do it anyway.
He's effed up so
Oh,
much.
so much.
It's so screwed at this point. You might as well try your best to fix it.
Right.
Him just being like, I'm gonna step on the sidelines while everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
Okay, Yuga.
Yuga
Very
being
responsible guy.
Yuga being
The timelines
MIA
are
here,
branching.
dare I say, is a little sus.
Sus. Damn, you beat me to it.
I mean,
a second before. me.
I don't want to incite
At the
any
same time,
any
if you-
Hey,
conspiracies
this could come
here.
back to the Otis thing.
But-
he could come back.
him being MIA
Just
during
saying.
all of this.
Just saying.
It's a little sus.
It's a little
What'd you
weird.
say?
Is Yuga our final villain? Because I know that's where your
Yuga is Otis.
Huh, Yuga's
what it is.
Otis.
I don't
Yuga's
know,
Otis.
man.
Coming back.
Yuga's Otis back.
Well, that I don't know. I think Otis might be Yuga's father, but yes, I do
Why
think
do you
so.
say it like that?
Yuga, it's Yuga Otis'
I am
father.
your father.
So you're implying that Otis, like he fucks. That's what you're implying.
I'm implying that he at one point slept with Yuga's mother that
Yeah.
we saw. Yeah, I mean that would have to be
That's pretty baller.
the case.
That's pretty sick.
That's pretty
Um,
baller. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
Actually,
and like
I'm gonna dap him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
okay, all right.
We got $2 from Odd Eyes Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Thank you.
Vaughn.
Yo, Dill, what did you think of Duel Link 7s?
What did you think?
Oh man, dude, what a time! Duel Link 7s has been great. I'm very excited for Roa's box to come out. I just hit King of Games on a stream back on Saturday, second straight rush
Congrats.
season.
Congrats.
Hit King of Games. Thank you. Very, very exciting. So
Woohoo.
Roa's, I mean, the new Lunalight stuff that's going on right now. I'm a huge Lunalights fan, so getting all those cards, Tiger, Wolf, Kaleido Chick has been awesome. So I've been playing with some Lunalights, and yeah, very excited for Roa stuff to come. But yeah, Duel Links 7s has been great. Duel Links in general has been great with the Vrains event that alluded to a potential big multiverse crossover event or something coming soon. So Duel Links I've been a really big fan of. Rush Duels in Duel Links I've been a big fan of. Even the Speed Duel regular stuff I've been a big fan of recently. So Duel Links, 2 thumbs up for me. Very excited.
Judge, you want to finish off the rest?
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. We got $2 from Tyler DeBoer.
Thank you, Tyler.
No cheating. Mitsuko wins over Uemu. Stonks up.
Stonks up. I think that was read earlier, but Tyler, either way, thank you.
I think it came through twice.
Oh, okay, Tyler, appreciate you, man.
take
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
As I said last time, Mitsuko did not win over Uemu, but that's okay. I mean, it was a 2v2.
Yeah,
I appreciate him trying to give Mitsuko credit, though.
Right?
He's a big
He's
Mitsuko
trying.
fan. I respect
Justice
it.
for Mitsuko.
I respect it.
We got $10 from Kay.
Thank you.
you,
Oh, thank you so
Kay.
much, Kay. Appreciate you.
Okay, but like, what's the best part of Thanksgiving? Also, don't worry, I'm not a stuffing person either. Pass me the pie steak and Quazo. K thanks.
Queso? Is that supposed to be
Maybe queso.
Probably queso.
For me, the best part is knowing that you're off like the next few days.
Bro, not
And-
everyone has off Friday. You know that, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Almost most people don't.
That's
am.
the
Really?
best part.
I'm off.
Yeah, banker's hours, bro.
yeah.
I'm off those 2
Never
days.
worked a hard day
I'm
in his
off.
life.
Yeah, so you know
I-
I'm off.
You're always off. You're always off. I took off. I took a PTO day.
and seeing family, I'd say. I'm not big on the food, so it's probably
football,
family.
too.
I like the
What about football?
Yeah. But
Actually, you know what's you?
football,
I
I
have to
don't
say,
care
out of
about.
well, no, Nicky doesn't count because you don't like the foosball. It's okay. You are the only one out of the three of us or the four of us that really doesn't watch football. That's not your own team.
I
You
don't
really
that
don't.
much,
I'll watch
yeah.
any.
I'll watch-
No,
I watch
I
every
hate
game.
watch. I hate watch my division rivals. I do hate watch.
That's true. I guess.
Yeah,
You do that.
but
that's
that's
right.
it. If it's like,
Like, I can
right,
watch
Thanksgiving,
anything. I
will watch
Thanksgiving's
every
like
game.
Cowboys
Yeah,
Commanders.
Red Zone on TV.
I'm not watching.
Yeah, Red Zone Monday night. I'll have on the background Thursday night.
Is it just
yeah.
because it's always Cowboys Lions, so like it just doesn't interest you?
Go Lions.
No, it's hard for me to really get invested in a game that my team is not playing in. Or
So
just-
like on Sunday, like you just don't turn on Red
no,
Zone.
Sunday I
and,
watch
like,
Red Zone, but I don't usually pay attention to
He's
it.
like on his phone or doing.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
background.
so I'm in.
He's playing
Anybody
Pokemon
could be
Go.
on. I'm in.
Oh,
Yeah.
Me
Now
too.
for me, it's got to be my team.
Usually I have bets though, so in my defense.
I'm the same way with baseball though too. Like if there's a baseball game on, I'll just throw it on.
Yeah, I could just watch it.
Baseball,
I
I
told you
can't.
it wasn't. I knew it wasn't queso. I'm like queso and things. So K meant like a croissant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You knew that, right?
I figured.
But
I'm
yeah,
sure you did.
food, family, and football.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
Thanksgiving's
my-
all about.
My answer
Well,
is
that and
No. You and you. No.
what?
Not you. You're fine. It's those two.
me. I was saying
no,
the truth.
Dylan and Pete.
I was
not
saying.
you.
Listen, I was about to say the truth,
No,
but Judge,
you're
it's okay.
not.
It's okay.
No, we're
I'll
He's
save
right.
it. I'll save it for after the podcast.
He's laughing. Okay, he wrote it down. He's laughing, so it must be true.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
He wrote it down for.
Three F's,
Is it what I think it is? I got to read that after. We
Yeah,
got $5 from Colin.
I didn't even get to say
Thank-
mine.
No, well, oh well. You're too slow.
No, I was trying to. You
All right.
interrupted.
All right, what do you got? Hit me with
I would say honestly, I do this every year. The big nap after.
Oh,
eating
after
a
you
lot
eat.
of
That's what
food.
you look forward
Yeah, I
to.
fucking
You could
love it.
sleep on any day of the
No,
year,
it's
and you
special.
look for
It's
that.
special.
It
Okay.
is actually one of the
special
only
nap.
days of the year I have sometimes napped on.
It's
It's
special.
the drug in the turkey. You're
big
like,
nap.
oh, it hits
Yeah,
good.
it hits
It's
good.
the apple cider.
Yeah, right, extract that.
The tryptophan.
Put it in your
apple
dad's cider.
Yeah.
But now last year,
watch him go.
last year when you played, who ended up winning?
Last year, well, you don't really win. Who ended up losing? You mean?
Well, it's the
Um,
last
money,
person left,
right?
isn't it?
No, because it's in one of the. There's 10
Ah.
cups of apple
So
cider.
everybody wins. So who loses?
There-
Who
there's
who,
one
who lost
loser.
last year?
It was our baby cousin, and that was concerning.
How old?
because
How old were they?
8, and like they weren't supposed to be part of the game because that amount.
How
of
did they become
tryptophan-
involved in the game?
We
Could be
accident.
fatal.
We it was
You're
an
a
oversight. It was an oversight.
Now this year, do you have like parameters in place that doesn't happen?
yeah, we've discussed. Well, because we almost had to call medic. Yeah, we've discussed it, and it won't be happening this year. I can tell
And
you.
now we have $5 from Colin Cleves.
Thank you.
Hey, Colin. The second Sound Rush soundtrack. The second, I think, Rush soundtrack for
tears.
Go Rush recently got uploaded to YouTube. Has anyone listened to it? It's a great set of tunes.
Colin, I'm gonna write it down. Thank you for the super
I'm
chat.
always down for a
I
Go
did
Rush
not
tune.
know that a new Go Rush
yeah.
a new Go Rush soundtrack even was released. So I'm gonna write that down and I'm gonna look it up after the stream. But thank you, Colin.
Thank you, Colin. We got
Yeah.
$5 more from Kay. Thank you, Kay.
Thank you, Kay.
Who remembers the reservation set for 7:30 p.m. on November 16th in 2023? Nobody? Just me. Dang, I'm old.
Oh
You know
God,
what
what is
now,
it?
bro?
What
I
is
know.
it?
What is it?
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Oh my God, that was it.
Damn.
They want to go to
I'm
a
not a
restaurant
big-
and they're like, oh yeah, we can get you in on November 16th, and they're like, 2023, or
What
it's
year
like
was this show?
it-
The show was like
7:30, and it's like
2007.
Yeah.
on November 16th, 2023,
Oh
Pretty
my.
cool.
and then he
That's a
goes,
good memory. Kay.
Damn.
he's like, that's 15 years from now, and then
You know they're gonna post
Very
something
impressive.
tomorrow, right? They're gonna. Post
They have to.
something.
They
It's
have
like
They know
what is it? October 3rd. Everybody says every single year.
Yeah. You can only say it this time of year.
So
or like May 1st, it's gonna be May.
Or you have the 4th be with you
Yeah.
for Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Yeah.
the only reason I
There's a
know
lot
that
of
is because I babysat my little sister, and she watched Disney Channel every single day. And it was the same shows, the same episodes over and over and over.
Do you
and
think
over.
you could do? Can you draw the mouse? You think you can do it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you ever seen the meme of that?
I
Where
don't
they
know.
show you what they drew. Actually, it's
I don't know. It's pretty hard.
Well, no, that
so
was in the
bad.
doc. We watched the
We watched
documentary.
it.
here.
Did
We watched it.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if you were there,
I
but
was
me
there.
and
I
Pete.
remember
It was me,
here.
you, and Vree.
Yeah.
Well, you were also pretty big into London Tipton, the character, right? Back when you were younger.
You mean Brenda Song?
Yeah, Brenda Song.
That's
No.
the Pringle, right?
yeah.
She has a
No,
kid
but yeah.
She has a kid with Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
a
yeah.
connection there. How about that?
Yeah.
Wild. Well, that's funny. Kay, thank you
My
so
name
much
is
for the
Cal.
super
Yeah.
chat.
You're
That's
watching
all on my
Disney
end.
Channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for another wild, wacky episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy Eights.
Yeah.
Obviously, we weren't too high on the
Yeah.
episode, but next week's going to be really, really
But the
polarizing.
hype is real.
Whether it's good or bad, it's going to be polarizing. Thank you to Cal, Nick T, Pete,
Yeah, yeah.
and Dredger for assisting me with this podcast
Anytime.
and this episode. The four of them are fantastic. All their stuff is going to be linked down below, so please give them a follow. I'll let Caliber promote. They'll shoot themselves. They'll shoot them-
I knew he was gonna mess it up. I'm listening to mess this up.
Oh, thank God.
So this this is what you meant about the was this the Russian roulette? Were you priming us the whole time?
No, we should do.
No.
Seriously, if there's a way,
Goodbye.
like if we do something that's not like actually bodily harmful, the five of us should drink something and have like something that's like knock one of us out. It would be funny as hell.
Tryptophan.
No, you can't extract the turkey. You
Would it be
Freaking idiot.
would it be fun if one of us gets knocked out? I don't know if that
I
would
like
be
that.
That
fun.
would be a
idea.
funny. That'd be a
gonna-
good after dark bit.
They're
that we know we
gonna
don't
they're
do.
gonna they're gonna promote themselves.
I don't know. I think we play this game on
And-
after dark.
Bye.
That's a good idea. All right.
Those can give us all brownies.
No.
Which one has?
Oh, God.
Oh, that's a good idea. I have nothing really to promote right now because I don't really stream
'Cause
on
you're
my
dead.
Twitch. Well, yeah, because
you shot
apparently
yourself.
we're shooting ourselves. But I have a Twitch. It's twitch.tv/calbreezy. It's CalBreezzzy. My Twitter is also the same if you want to follow me there. When I start streaming again, I'm hoping to start doing Mondays. Could be as early as next week, because that's basically the only day of the week I don't have something on a weeknight.
You said
nowadays.
11 p.m. right? It goes live
I'm down.
on Mondays.
Might as well. Don't sleep.
11
Well,
to 2.
honestly, on Mondays it could really be any time between probably like 7 and 11. So yeah, maybe might do.
I was thinking 11 to 2.
like 11 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Actually a
It's a good slot.
yeah, and then I get up at 6 a.m. to go to the
You're fine.
office.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Prime time. I'm out there getting shit done at that time. Let me tell you.
Me too, but I don't want to be getting stuff done. I want to be, like you during
Like
the duel
Phaser.
today.
That was tough.
Yeah, but yeah, follow me out over there for I'll probably be playing some Fortnite with Dak and Dredge. So yeah, you can follow me over there, and as soon as I know when I'm gonna start, I'll be sure to let everybody else know.
Dude, the way Dax said that, it's like when we were like, I thought I heard something about IHOP.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
Nixie, are we going to IHOP?
IHOP? Still going to IHOP?
Still, you want to go IHOP?
That's what
IHOP.
I thought of when Dax said it that way. Like, I heard
One of
something
these
about
days,
Go
we
ahead,
have
Nixie.
to go to
Fortnite.
IHOP.
We should go to IHOP.
We
go
really
back.
we can go like
In
8, 9
in
p.m.
your
That's
in your younger days, you would go.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you
Me,
that's
you,
a
and Nick
lie,
T went
you
all
son
the
of a-
time, especially after
That's a
these
lie,
podcasts. Are you
bro.
kidding?
You're lying.
This is a betrayal.
I have the pictures to prove it.
Yeah, this is a betrayal on a
You
whole
guys
other
would
level here.
get mad at me.
Hold on. I paid a $500 speeding ticket at one of those. Okay,
I remember.
you
that.
better remember. Yeah, and then I got there and I was like, "Did you see anyone get pulled over?" And they're like, "Yeah, on the way here." I was like, "That was me." And they're like, "No way!" And I slapped the ticket on the table. I went. I paid $500
Wait, for
bucks
what?
for a speeding ticket.
That's horse.
Yeah, that's horse.
Good lord.
Nick T.
At this point, I also don't have a lot to promote, but I will say, at once upon a time, and maybe in the near future, I did stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/nickfightsmoms, maybe soon to be twitch.tv/nameling.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Why even
Whenever it happens, it happens. Yeah. But it did some variety streaming. Fire Emblem, Ape Escape, Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire, Minecraft.
Yeah,
You name it. A whole variety of stuff. Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead, whatever. We just goof around really. And it's a lot of fun. Minecraft streams very well. Maybe I'm kind of workshopping a segment for that actually. So maybe Minecraft streams will be in the near future. Maybe like a Minecraft and music where you guys recommend music for me to listen to and we talk about it while I kind of zone out on Minecraft. So we'll see. I don't know. But on top of that, I did some music performance streams where I'd perform, sing, and play guitar for you guys from a variety of cover songs that I like a lot, as well as some original music. And if you're into that original music, you can find it on all streaming platforms: Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever you stream your music normally. Or if you purchase your music, Bandcamp, iTunes, or Amazon, because they all have music purchasing sites. For any news, because I've got a record, I'm sitting on it, maybe coming out soon. Merch coming out soon. Any kind of news, follow me on all social media platforms at NamelingNJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. Twitch.tv/Dredger. I do a Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke. We are coming back. We took a 2-week hiatus. I want you to busy with life and work and
when
life
are you back,
and
bro?
work and life and work. Friday.
Woo!
We're doing starting early. Around 2:30ish. We're gonna go live.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to break the 3-hour mark. I haven't done it in a while, so
You can do it.
definitely come bother me. Come have some fun with Pokemon. Come watch
be
me
there.
probably lose the Nuzlocke and have to restart. But look, seeing everyone there. Pete.
Listen, people are going to bring their sludge bucks to that because we're going to get you working out on that stream
please
for the 2 weeks
I'm
back.
gonna
You
give
you
it a
better be
shot,
ready.
guys.
Please, not.
Run a YouTube
Or
channel
the
called
shotgun.
that's a good one too. Called Clueless Gamers. Do some stuff over there. These days, really, it's just the NFL football podcast called First and 10. I do it with my friend Brian. That's all really I have time, to be honest, to record and edit at this point. So that comes out weekly. Usually see that go up either Sunday mornings or Saturday nights. So if you're interested in that kind of content, please check it out. I would greatly appreciate it. And follow me on Twitter, PeterCarroll21.
Definitely follow these guys.
Yeah.
Cal Breezy on Twitch, Nick T. Nameling, Nick Fights Moms on Twitch, Dredgenator on Twitch, and Clueless Gamers on YouTube. Thanks to the 4 of them for helping me out with this. Thanks to all of you guys for watching at home and hanging out. You guys are the best. A special thank you to Angie and Space Cowgirl for the very, very generous donations. To everybody that donated and super chatted. Cannot tell you how much I appreciate it, how much it helps me out, how much it helps out the channel. Thank you so much. Yugioh Duel next week. You don't want to miss it.
go.
Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's episode 84. A moment like this.
No.
A
Why?
lesson in romantic.
A lesson in deck building.
That's a great album.
Great Mayday. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have
An amazing day.
Take care,
Have
guys.
a good night, guys.